But the way I'm blacking out, I think it's getting scary. Get a fan by the win, it's hereditary. You don't take a loss here, yeah, we legendary. Let's go.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Take a loss here, yeah, we legendary.
Music licensing reimagined.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome in the Sports Chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And tonight, as always, we're always going to jump into the Raw. Is Netflix. Excuse me. It was a very lackluster event tonight. That's to say the least. Like, I don't even know how to, I really don't know how to describe it, everybody. It was like that. It was that, right? But, we're going to go ahead and tackle this thing because there's so much happening in the world of sports that we need to get into, right? The first match was really Jey Uso versus Grayson Waller. They've been beefing for a while. Well, they've been on him for a minute. So I guess almost said Nick Aldis. Oh God, Pierce said give him a match. So, Jay comes in, Jay gets in the match and he just start, doing what Jay do. Super kicks, jumping out the ring and all of that. I don't know how you got main event Jey Uso starting the night, but okay, well, I do understand this night. This night was about the steel cage match. He fighting Wall in Theory in the ways, he spares him, kicks him with a super kick. He spares him and Jay gets the win. Then they jump him from behind. Jay gets up, he fights them off, and then Gunther comes in and puts Jay in the sleeper hold, puts him out. So that was the end of that situation. Logan Paul comes out, and everybody, he not really talking about nothing. AJ calls him out. He tried to jump up on him. He told Logan Paul to come in. Logan Paul runs out. That was that segment. The LWO match versus New Day. New Day looking really, they looking real different now that they turned to a heel. But they going back and forth, Dragon Lee, and you got Rey Mysterio fighting for the LWO. Then all of a sudden, as Rey Mysterio gets pushed out the ring, somebody in a mask, a lucha mask, and they German suplex Rey Mysterio. Kingston, they hit their finishing move on Rey Mysterio after bringing him back in the ring, and New Day wins the match. But the luchador guy is suspectedly Chad Gable, as he wore an American lucha flag. So that was that. Cody Rhodes comes out and says that pretty much you can't wait to see Cena. Can't wait to see Cena. Cena's supposed to be overseas. He's supposed to be on the next Raw. That's how that comes about being. Realist, what's going on though? You know, we had a lackluster Raw tonight, so I'm just trying to get through this thing because you know it's not nothing really to talk about. But we got the number one contenders match: Bayley versus Raquel. Bayley was, Bayley, Bayley's on a losing streak right now, but she came out in control of the match. Then, all of a sudden we see Dominic Mysterio come in and interfere with that situation, as he always do. And then, Liv is back there somewhere, and she's trying to get involved. And then with all the distraction, Raquel comes in and she hits into a belly to belly on a breaks. She hits her with the belly to belly, and then she brings her in, and she came in, and Bayley rolls in, and then Raquel just powered her up and finished her off with the power move, which gave Raquel Rodriguez the number one contender spot to fight Lyra Valkyria. I don't know if that's next week or whatever. So they do an interview with Io Sky. Bianca comes out. She says whatever. They having a conversation. Rhea comes out. They start arguing, and they are Rhea and Bianca's arguing, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Yo, y'all tripping? Because I'm gonna punch you on your face." So she slapped Bianca and Rhea because she feels like, "Yo, y'all just talking over me like I ain't somebody." And that's a real life situation. Y'all not gonna be talking over me, and I ain't gonna say nothing about it. Some people might say it's a Napoleon complex, but if I'm the champ, you gotta put some respect on my name. So she ended up slapping both of them. And and then she walked up off the stage, out the ring, like y'all bugging. Can't just be talking about me and then I ain't there. Then we go to the steel cage match. Like I said, this was a very uneventful night, but I believe everybody was waiting for this match in particular. This should have been a WrestleMania match. Let me just say that first and foremost. I said it last week, but this should have been a Mania match. But they get in the ring, they get in the cage, they start firing each other. They beating each other up like they're crazy, as they supposed to. When you don't like somebody, you just gonna go ahead and do what you got to do. Punk's taking control, and Seth Rollins trying to counter, but Punk is countering everything he do. And then as the match keeps going, Punk is curve stomping. He curve stomping Steph. He's putting him to sleep. He doing all these things, and Steph is still fighting. He puts him in the Anaconda Vice. Punk breaks that. Seth breaks that. Right? So there's a lot going on. Then all of a sudden, as Seth is trying to get his little momentum, and all of a sudden, like I said, somebody comes into the cage, and we look up. It's Roman. Roman is back on the scene. Everybody comes in. He trying to destroy Seth Rollins. He's spearing him. He Superman punches him. He spears him, like I said. He curb stomped Steph. I don't even know how Steph got all this energy to come back into the arena or whatever, right? But you know, you know, this is looking like a triple threat match for Mania. Uh, I mean, of course, I'm not the one that's penciling it in. I'm just saying there's a reason why Roman Reigns come back tonight and go ahead and makes an appearance as we are, you know, what are we 3 weeks away from Mania? So he comes back in and you know he makes it known. I want a piece of yeah, he just came out of nowhere like he fake Undertaker. And then he goes on and you know he hits Punk. You know, after he sees, you know, Paul Heyman in the cuts, they talking or whatever. Uh, you know, like I said, it's just so many different things that's happening, right? Even though it was slow, you know, you're starting to see certain things occur. Like there's a possible Chad Gable Rey Mysterio match at Mania. Uh, we saw Ludwig Kaiser up there. Well, not Ludwig Kaiser. I saw him on a commercial. That's why I'm tripping. Y'all bear with me. So, you know, it's just so many different things that's going on, right? But it was in all 4 matches. We saw Logan Paul and AJ. That's gonna probably lead into a match in Mania. We have to remember there's gonna be a 2-day event. And since it's a 2-day event, they're gonna have to have many different matches. On that day, I believe all the belts will be up. It's both tags, men's and women. The Intercontinental belts will be up for grabs. I don't know about LA Knight and the US title. We know that Lala Lakiria will probably be fighting in her first Mania. You know, it's gonna be a lot of different matches. You know, so they just dragging it out. I don't really see why they dragging it. They should just make the matches and you know, they can't just have people like Gunther fighting people like Tozawa or Otis. Just let them rock. Like Jey Uso had it was a weak match because we knew Grayson Waller wasn't going to win that match, right? But you know, he trying to start a momentum like a winning momentum. I'm presuming, because otherwise, why would that match even take place? You see what I'm saying? So you know, like I said, nothing really occurred except for, like I said, Raquel Rodriguez and Lala Lakiria. I don't know when they'll fight though, but they may be fighting at Mania or something. No, they can't be fighting at Mania because if Raquel is holding the tag belt, she's probably gonna have a tag match at Mania. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. They give these little matches to make the people look like they're gonna win or whatever the case may be, right? So the interesting part of going into next Monday is that they're gonna be across the pond. I think they're gonna be in Spain. I can't remember exactly where, but they said John Cena's gonna be on the scene. He's making his first appearance of since the heel turn. So that'll be interesting. We know that Cody will be there. He the champ. He gotta hold it down. You know what I mean? We don't know what's gonna happen with Jay and Gunther. We just know there may be some fireworks in Europe before they end up coming back on this side of town for Mania. So, you know, there may be some fireworks next week. You know, it's gonna be like we didn't see the tag champ, we didn't see the War Raiders, we didn't see nobody really do too much tonight, right? But you know, it's just a different scenario. But you know, it was just a different side, a different match, a different scenario, right? And you know, Logan Paul, I'm dying here, right? Because Logan Paul talking about, you know, he telling the Rock he ready to sell his soul and all this other crazy. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like you talking about selling souls and all this goofy stuff you talking about? Yeah, you're not even like that. You know, fans is cheering like, yo, you ain't like that. You trash. You know what I'm saying? And they got every right to feel that way. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's going to, like I said, as we draw closer and closer to Mania, we're going to see what's really happening, what's going on with certain things. You know, it's like, wow. Uh, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm, you know, I'm like, you really watching these things to, you know, just to see if anything different happens. Like tonight, the most exciting thing was that Roman made an appearance and he came in and he stomped. Well, he tried to put Seth out. He tried to put him out for real. He told him, like he ready to just destroy old boy. You know what I mean? So it's that was the most important scenario to see. We knew that Raquel was going to beat Bayley. Like I said, she was on a losing streak and she ain't had nobody out there with her. Her girl wasn't even out there. Her girl stomped out somewhere. We ain't even hear about Bayley, how she taking that. You know, I was expecting her to say something like, "Yo, this is bad. I can't rock with my girl right now. She try to put people out of commission and all that." We all, you know, so we just, you know, it was just a very different night. Bayley is she's running on fumes, right? You seen like you probably see her tomorrow NXT fighting Roxanne Perez again. That's what I'm saying. They just making her run around the world. Her, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, they just running around stadiums and NXT and back to Raw. May pop up on SmackDown. Now if Grayson Waller go to NXT and lose tomorrow after he lost tonight, he need to go sit himself down for real somewhere because it don't even make no sense. Because he ain't won in a minute. He couldn't win in NXT. He can't win over here. It's just it's just a different scene for everybody. You know? Will they presume the Ludwig Kaiser Penta scenario? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Because this night was so quiet as far as the matches, like I said, it was really only 4 matches. And since it was only 4 matches, like you can't really detect anything. You know what I mean? Like you can't really see nothing. There was no matches of importance to really say what was going on. We saw Gunther come out and put Jay back to sleep again, but that match was like so irrelevant. They had to bring, you know, they try to bring some excitement out. I mean, the New Day, they trying to, like I said, they looking good on this bad running stage they have. You know, they running them bad. So, you know, but other than that, man, it wasn't really nothing happening. AEW Resolution was last night. I caught a little bit of it. I saw Moxley, you know, doing what he do. He about to fight Swerve Williams in a minute after he defeats Copeland, formerly known as Edge. Everybody mostly kept their belts last night on that pay-per-view, the Revolution pay-per-view. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like nothing's really happening as far as AEW. There's no, you know, it's like no challenge. Hurt Syndicate still got their belt. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like you how could you get excited when they're not excited? You see what I'm saying? It's like it's a different energy when you go from like WWE to AEW, right? Even NXT, it seems more crowd participation in NXT than you do in AEW. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, but as an entertainment thing, I have to continue to watch it just in case somebody gets into it and they want to have a conversation. And you know, I like to be prepared about certain things when they do have the conversations. That's what the channel's about. The channel's about sports and entertainment. So, you know, so you gotta watch things like that. You gotta keep yourself updated. Who's the champ? Who's over here? Who's tag champ? All right. I almost said Sasha Banks. Monet is the TBS champ. You know what I mean? All of those things, you got to keep it up to date. So that way, if somebody comes in like, hey, did you see this match, that match, that match, that match? I saw a little bit of it, and I try to get into it, but I see how she retained the title to stand the third. You know what I mean? They want to power drive people through tables like the old power driver. They just fall back like you know what I mean? It's not like the Kevin Owens power driver, right? Even though that ain't supposed to be done in the WWE, but that's just more exciting. You just jump up there. I miss the Mr. Wonderful power drive when he just jump up and just squat and just put the head through the thing. You know what I mean? Like boom, just take them out type of scenario. But but they don't, for whatever reason, they teaching them different sides of the power driver, right? And so with that, you're not going to see all the old familiar moves. Like even tonight, I see Bailey do the Macho Man elbow. She walking to the thing. What up though? Right, walking to the edge of this thing, and it's not the same action packed situations. So it's definitely hard to stay up with the WWE. I mean, the WWE movement in motion as far as uh staying, that momentum that the WWE do. So AEW is not looking the way it's supposed to. Uh, Ring of Honor, they trying to bring all of that together. NXT and TNA, they working together. So it's just different. But when you got the hottest ticket coming up, you can't expect nobody to top that ticket. Like I'm from New York, so one of the greatest events that happens in the summer is Summer Jam. Nobody really does nothing around Summer Jam. You see what I'm saying? So everybody else has got to sit back and wait till after Summer Jam to see what's going to happen, and that's what it is. That's what it looks like here. Yeah, we see him out there. We thinking or speculating that he gonna be the third wheel in a triple threat match more than likely. I'm speculating because that's what it's looking like. You know what I mean? I thought he was gonna really come out and save Cody and do something with The Rock, but that may be day one of the event. You know what I mean? So day two that probably may happen with that. Just so many different things as far as Commander. What up, Nine? As far as what's going on tonight and things like that, but as much as you wanna have those conversations about the excitement of WrestleMania, tonight's events didn't really make you excited. It didn't really. I mean, besides the Roman Reigns situation, if anything, he gave it a little boost for the ratings tonight. But I'm pretty sure nobody watched the first few matches, right? Nobody really thought about the J match. Nobody really thought about the Raquel Rodriguez and Bailey match. Nobody damn sure thought about no goddamn LWO and New Day match, right? So everybody really was tuning in for the cage match. And then, because Roman interfered, I mean, it was a good match nonetheless. But, once Roman came in, now everybody's going to have their eye on it. Okay, what's going to happen? Is Roman going to involve himself in the in WrestleMania? Because we was already speculating that he may miss a Mania for the first time in like 5 years. He ain't main event in this one, so it doesn't, it's already a shocker that he's not main eventing. So, but it's, like I said, there's so much different things going on. Speaking of so much going on, let me transition real quick. Over the weekend, well, today especially, but over the weekend, a lot has been occurring with the NFL free agencies. First and foremost, you want to congratulate Josh Allen. Josh Allen got a massive contract. He got a 6-year, $330 million contract, $250 million guaranteed. So no matter what happens, his guarantee is 200. He's getting 250 off the top, right? So congratulations unto him. He just, he had a great year last year, won the MVP. I guess they like, well, let's just get this over with. You know what I mean? What's the boy name? Myles Garrett got a 4-year, $160 million deal from the team that he was trying to get traded from. So I guess, we talking about selling souls. You was trying to get out of there, right? You trying to get away from these people. But I guess they brought you in. They literally brought you back. They paid for you to come back. 4 years, $160 million. I believe is it $120 million guaranteed or no, I think it's just $40 million contract. $40 million a year. So it's like I said, there's a lot of things going on. It's like you see quarterbacks moving around. Geno Smith was traded to the Vegas Raiders. Wide receivers is moving around. DK Metcalf was traded from Seattle to Pittsburgh, which is going to lead to a lot of speculations now because Aaron Rodgers is being linked to going to the Pittsburgh Steelers as Justin Fields was signed by the Jets today rather, 2 years, $40 million. It's a lot of movement going on, but it's a lot of money moving around as well. Sam Darnold, the quarterback who just lit up the NFL this year for the Minnesota Vikings. He signs a 3-year, $100 million contract with the Seattle Seahawks. As like I just said, they traded away Geno, so he has room over there. But it's gonna be interesting because they got rid of both of their wide receivers. So who is he gonna throw the ball to? We gonna see if he can repeat himself. He can have a repeat year like this one. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be interesting to watch. What else happened over there? The Chicago Bears is trading for, they trading up. They're getting all their line in order. They trading and signing linemen. They got Joe Thuney from the Kansas City Chiefs. They're getting ready for a new regime up there in Chicago. New head coach, new offensive coordinator. They said they ready to protect Caleb Williams. So these linemen are not, they're experienced, all pros and things like that. I think they got somebody got Laramie Tunsil. Is it Chicago? I'm not even sure. It might be. But if they doing all that, they ready to do something with Caleb Williams. So you gotta see what happens first. That's why training camp is always important. You gotta get your guys in rhythm so that way you can start your preseason and go ahead and do what you gotta do. Like I said, there's so many transitions, y'all. It's so many things happening. The Chargers got the running back from Pittsburgh, Najee Harris. Oh my God, word! Your lineman Skipper is coming back for a year. He got a 1-year contract. It's going to be about the quarterback situation. The 49ers is imploded. They just lost Dre Greenlaw. They're going to lose Juszczyk, they reporting he's going to be released. It's so much, like I said, it's so much going on, man, with the NFL and the contracts. And this is all before the preseason. Excuse me. This is all before the draft. The draft is a month away, but there's a lot of movement early. This might be one of the first times that there's early movement. This much early movement before the draft in quite some time. You know what I mean? Like they restructuring contract. I think Dak got his contract restructured so they can stay under the salary cap. They just restructured Deshaun Watson. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot of money being thrown around too. So nobody should be shocked or surprised if some more names come up. Like I said, you got Aaron Rodgers' name out there still. You got Russell Wilson. That's one of the top marquee quarterbacks. You know, there's speculations. There's people trying to go for Kirk Cousins. Now he's been demoted in Atlanta for the rookie Michael Penix Jr. So the quarterback play is going down. Oh, Devontae Adams signed a 2-year contract with the Rams. Matthew Stafford restructured, got a contract. Yeah, you stole my cornerback. You stole my cornerback. Well, you ain't steal him. Yeah, he did the right thing. He got to get financially secure. Matthew Stafford got a contract. It was speculated he was getting out of there, and Aaron Rodgers was coming to Los Angeles to have that. Cooper Kupp is asking to be traded. It's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of receivers and people on the move, right? I'm just giving y'all the big names. It's like I said, it's a lot of different people moving around. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people moving around. It's like, wow. You know what I mean? So you're gonna see different faces, new faces in new places. So, you know, like I said, Dre Greenlaw, he left the 49. The 49ers is getting hit the most. Like I said, they lost Debo. They traded Debo to the Commanders. I think that's where Larry Tunsil went. He went to the Commanders. He didn't go, you know. They losing linebackers, they're losing corners, they're losing running backs, they're losing receivers, they losing like everybody. We saw Jimmy Garoppolo, he's gonna back up Matthew Stafford in LA. So we gonna, you know, it's a lot. We keeping up with these information because we need, as we start fantasy league, as we are preparing to do this year, it's a lot to look at. You know what I mean? It's a lot transitioning and transactions going on. So this is definitely, like I said, this is one of the most moving scenarios that I've seen in a very, very long time. And like I said, we ain't even at the draft yet. There may be some more trades before the draft. Somebody might want to go up there and get Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, or, you know, the kid out of the defensive end out of Penn State. Now they talk about the kid out of Penn State, the Michael Parsons part 2.0 might be the number 1 draft pick going to the Titans. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much movement going on. I want to say is at least, if I count it right, it's over 50 moves that happened from Saturday to today. And there's still going to be some more. People are going to be waived. They're going to be picked up. They're going to be signed. There's going to be so many things going on this week. And especially, like I said, within this month. You know what I mean? It's different things going on. The difference is yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a lot of, I know, I'm interested to see what, like, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't go to Pittsburgh, they're speculating he's going to go to the Giants. I don't see it because they don't have a puncher's chance of winning anything. They, you know what I mean? So I can't see him going there well, he may finish it off there, you know, the journeyman career, not the career, but you know, I like Joe Namath ends up in the Rams. Uh, 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 when the great ones they go to the left, the sorry teams and try to finish it off. Nobody's gonna be Brady. Yeah, Commander, the 49ers, they just I don't know what's going on in San wherever the hell they at, San Fernando Valley. But I'm gonna say San Francisco because it's not understandable. You was the year before you was a quarterback away from the Super Bowl. Now you just dismantled the whole team. So are they going to get rid of? Are they rebuilding? Like I can't even describe or understand it. They got Kittle, they got Christian McCaffrey. Are they saying that's enough? I mean, Jennings he going to be the new one? Oh no, sorry, Ayuk is going to be the number one receiver, and then Jennings, and then the kid. Oh man, I forgot his name that fast. You know, it's looking different out in San. It's looking different in the whole NFC West. Like right now, it looks like on paper the Rams had such or a great weekend by re-signing Matthew Stafford and getting getting Devontae Adams. So the speculation is already high. It's going to be the Rams. Arizona made a couple of moves as well to help Marvin Harrison Jr., who had a great rookie year. So these teams are loading up to become deeper and deeper as far as their rosters. It's going to be like I said, we're seeing linemen move around. It's going to be different. I always sing a song for you. So he gonna have to be on fire this year, Commander, because it's really him, Kittle, and C-Mac, Christian McCaffrey. Now, is Purdy gonna recover from the injury that he had recently? Is he gonna be ready to go? By the mini camps and by the preseason. There's only 3 games this year. I hope they ain't going up to 18. I haven't heard they're going to 18 games yet. So it should be 3 preseason games right into the regular season. And guess what? This regular season starts less than 180 days. It's less than 6 months, everybody. So we I'm telling you, time is flying so fast. We were just talking about the Super Bowl, and now we're talking about off-season trades and signings, and it's so different, right? But you got to sit here and understand it. Yeah, it's coming back so fast, but you got to understand what's going on. Why would the Vikings pay Byron Murphy $66 million? I think Joe Horn, is it J.C. Horn got it. He's the richest cornerback for the Panthers. They re-signed him. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that's moving around, but some people are staying low key where they at. Chase Young is in New Orleans still. He got a 1-year contract. Oh my God, this is just so much going on. It's too much. It's like you gotta be a real fanatic to understand what's going on. BDB, how you feeling? How you living? What up, nah? But Philly standing pack. I think they resigned Braun Vaughn. I think they got a cornerback. They gave Saquon, a 2-year, $41 million contract. So their offense is ready to go. They got their key core offensive players. I think they lost. I think the only one they lost was I almost said Keith Sweat. Montez Sweat. I think he went to Arizona, I think. But them young Eagle linemen, that they may not even miss him like that. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot of moving and grooving going on. And because of that, this is going to be a very, Keith. Keith, I think it's Keith Square. Like, damn, I mean, I think like that. Oh, knock on wood, right? But it's so many, it's so much going on, man. Like, if you was to sit here and look at what I'm looking at, or what I observed, you be like, yo, damn, there's a lot of people moving around, and and it's understandable because people are preparing themselves. They think these are the moves that's going to get them to the championship. They think these are the moves that's going to get them to their best versions of their teams. And that's what you do. You move things around, and things of that scenario to get you where you need to be. You know, because as of right now, all of these moves, all NFL teams think they got a shot at the Super Bowl because technically they do. Because everybody's 0-0, right? Everybody ain't win, and everybody ain't lose. So now they gearing themselves up. Now we got to see what's going to happen. You know, voluntary mini camp, mandatory mini camps. Gee whiz. Like I said, it's so many different ways to look at this. It's so many, the excitement for the NFL players. It's got to be like, it's got to be great. That new money kicking in, people getting $40 million. Justin Fields is not worth $40 million, but because that TV deal kicked in, they get to sign people of that nature, right? And I think his is 30 million guaranteed. So he's really playing 2 years for $10 million, but 30 of it is already in the account somewhere, or it's going to be broken down into his account. They can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? It makes you wonder why. You see why people uh go towards football and basketball, right? Baseball used to be baseball used to be America's pastime. Everybody wanted to be Willie Mays or Hank Aaron, or Reggie Jackson, Bob Gibson. You know what I mean? But as you see, if you really pay attention, it's not that many. It's not that many black people playing that sport no more. Nobody wants to take those 10-year bus rides and trip like that because, hey, they can't wait 10 years. You know, the average major league player comes up around 28, 29. Your season's over. I mean, your career is almost over doing that, right? Everybody can't be Derek Jeter and play 20 years. Everybody can't be King Griffey and play for 20 years, right? You're not even, a lot of people ain't that talented to do that in the first place. So now when you got, the NFL and the NBA giving guaranteed money, the NBA is even quicker because you only got 1 year to wait. You could be 19 in the NBA. NFL is different. You gotta be 3 years removed from high school. And I think some people are trying to get that, down because, hey, if these guys is old enough to go to war and all of these other things, they should be able to play in the NFL. They are built to that form. They are built like that. They're grown enough to make those decisions and things like that. But a lot of people is living out their dreams. A lot of people is getting the opportunity to get their families into better situations and better communities and better places, right? So it's hard to knock the players, especially in the NFL, to go get their money because that if you don't know, the average NFL player lasts 4 years. That's the average. We ain't talking about Tom Brady and people like that, right? We just talking about the average NFL player lasting 4 years. I seen somebody just retired not too long ago, and they only had 6, 7 years, and they was a lineman, right? So it's like, okay, it's like you got to get in and get out. The injuries in the NFL is that uh serious to where you want to get your money and get out of there. CTE, the brain injuries that that weighs on a lot of players' mind. The collisions, the contacts. Uh, you know that plays a role, right? We heard about people like Junior Seau and Dave Durson and some of the older NFL players who gave it all because they loved the sport, right? And then a lot of them comes to find out they got CTE. They got that. They got it gives you a thing in your mind to where you know it may cause you to have not autism, uh Alzheimer's. It'll lead you to that. It'll take your memory away, memory loss. I think Jim McMahon said he was slowly but surely losing his mind. He was slowly losing his memory. He does it too. He said he was going so bad that he got to do a crossword puzzle just to make sure that he can remember things. It's a serious thing when you put it all on the line, right? Now I know my 33 brother. He'll say, that's the investment, but a lot of people that's a hell of an investment to you know what I mean. They we joke around. We talk about sacrifice and investment. That's, to me, that's the sacrifice, right? You putting it all on the line just to get paid. But are you really gaining? I mean, you gaining money, but are you coming back healthy? Are you coming back? You know, People are tearing eights. It gets to the point where you happy if somebody, well, not happy. Y'all bear with the conversation, but you'll be satisfied if they just come out of the game with an ACL. We saw a couple of years ago. Uh, oh my God, what's the kid name from Buffalo? Oh man, I can't remember his name. It'll pop up. It'll pop back into my mind, right? But we saw in a playoff game where the man had to be carted off, thinking that, thinking he died because his heart stopped in the middle of a game. You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, these things are we know that happened in the NBA. We saw that in basketball. Rather, we saw Hank Gathers 35 years ago playing in college, and then he running down the court and he passes out and dies. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, DeMar Hamlin, thank you. This is what I'm saying. Like, these people are really putting it on the line, man. They are really giving it their all. They're risking it all. And then you got some people saying, if I could do it all over again, uh, I'll do it. I'll do it the same way. And people are looking like, really? Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's always an expression that if you love what you're doing, you will not look at it as work, right? You ain't gonna look at it as work, right? Like, if somebody loves rapping, they don't consider that work. They just consider that, hey, I just love what I do, right? If somebody loves to be an accountant, that's not work for them. They just like count. They just love mathematics and bookkeeping and all of that stuff, right? Like, word is life coach. He may not consider it work, right? Because he loves what he do. See what I'm saying? When you love what you do, you're not going to consider that to be a job. You just doing something that you love to do. And that's why a lot of the times the professional athlete, they can't step away from it because they don't know what to do after their time is up. You see people playing and looking very hard. Like, look, if you remember Ben Roethlisberger, the man was over the hill and he was still trying to play football, trying to he's throwing quick passes, thinking, that's the only way I can get the completions. He couldn't throw 10 yards down the field, right? That's what happened when you love the sport. Sometimes you stay there longer than you supposed to because you don't know what to do with yourself. I remember when Dan Marino was was playing in his final playoff game and they lost like 60, what was it, 63-7. and he couldn't throw the ball nowhere. He was getting picked off 4 or 5 times. I'm like, that's it's a horrible way to remember that guy. Aaron Rodgers may be treading down that lane too, right? Because he's not the Aaron Rodgers of old, and he might be hanging on a little bit too long, right? That's what I'm saying, right? So when you go down those roads, when you do the things uh that you love to do, you don't know how to get away from it sometimes, right? Just look at it from a negative aspect. There's people still out there in the streets, still on the corners, still gang banging 35, 40 years later, still doing the same thing they did. They don't know what to do with themselves. I don't know how to function. I can't get a real job. I can't do this or that. Right? That's the negative side. But we're gonna stay on the sports side real quick because there are people that's really going through these scenarios. Aaron Rodgers he is refusing to retire. Russell Wilson is refusing to retire. You see the drop off from what they used to be to what they are today. But they in their heart, in their mind, they still think they can do it. But your body ain't telling you the same thing. So they're having a battle within. The heart says I can do it. The body said, man, we better take a break. we need them 6 months off the field. We need those 4 months off the field. You might throw the football every once or twice a week, but other than that, we ain't doing nothing else because football takes years off your body. Just think about all the people that's coming across the middle of the field, worrying about that linebacker taking them down, hitting them so hard that they decapitate and losing the ball. They, you know what I mean? It's a real thing out here. So I understand that these players are going to get their bread, right? It's always the reason why. Well, this sport, I'm always, are they playing to win the Super Bowl or are they playing to get the bread? I understand. I promise you, I understand the logic of them getting the bread. Because where else is you going to make $250 million guaranteed? You see what I'm saying? All right, somebody's making. I got somebody got $10 million for 1 year. Where are you making this at? Where are you getting this from? You're not doing like, you're not getting no money like that. Even they make it more than CEOs and things like that, and like in the offices, in businesses. So I understand that they turn around and say, you know what, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and make this contract happen. Even if they blow it, like I said, even if they blow, they get a injury that takes them out for the year. That year might be guaranteed to them, so they're not losing nothing besides being injured. That's why those are one of those scenarios. Like I said, they are leaving it on the field literally. They are sacrificing everything just to make sure that their family is secure. But if they injured, they may not be able to enjoy it the way they want to enjoy it. You see what I'm saying? It's something else, man. It's like you can't even describe it, right? So, like I said, people are sitting there really going through it, right? $8 million. Somebody, Mac Hollins, leaving Buffalo for $8 million on a 2-year deal with the maximum value of $10 million if they meet everything where it's at. They meet their contract or get bonuses because they may get a couple extra touchdowns than they're supposed to, or things like that. Man, they are coming up. That's what I'm telling you. They coming up, and it's like, hey, we're gonna do this. Like, like I said, it's so many different things. But the beauty of it is, they are making sure that their families are going to be straight. They will lose a limb to make sure that their family's okay. they you know what I mean? They will lose a memory just for their families to be okay. They could be knocked out and be concussed for 2 weeks, but that paycheck gonna come in because they did what they need to do. They caught that pass, or they made the block, or the running back ran through and got that touchdown, right? Or they got the first down, or whatever it is that their role is. They're fulfilling the role and getting injured on the job. So it's like they got their workers comp, right? You know what I'm saying? To where they don't really they don't I'm not saying they don't want, they're not fearing losing, getting injured. They're not fearing. I'm just saying they feel like it's worth it because they're contributing to a team effort and they're getting paid for it. So, it's a lot of different ways to look at it. It's just like I said. And then you got people bidding for certain players. Now, I know some people may not like that term bidding, and I know the smart Alex saying, look, they run around being bidded on like slaves, and that's everybody. You know what I mean? It's not just the black players, it's white players in there too that's being bidded on. I'll give them 2 million, and then they'll say I can give them 2.5. Right? They're gonna go wherever they see fit. Right? It's all, like I said, it's up to them to decide if they're gonna win the Super Bowl here or they just going for the bread. Right? Like, ain't nobody going to Cleveland. That's why Miles Garrett got $160 million, because ain't nobody going to Cleveland. So they overpaid him. They overpaid Deshaun Watson because nobody's going to Cleveland. Now Deshaun Watson getting paid, and he tore his Achilles on the field. He got that whole year's salary, even if he didn't complete the whole year. He got his salary. You see what I'm saying? It's just for the athlete. I always wonder what they think about. For the fan, it's different, right? The fan is always going to say, they need to keep going. They need to keep going. Nah, we need to see them. We need to see them. Nah, they got their own families to worry about, right? As much as we want, as much as fans want them to keep playing and they expect them to play and all of that other stuff. Nah, you can't do that. You have to worry about if your family is secured or not, right? We see linemen tearing their pectoral muscles and uh 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 middle linebackers tearing their MCLs and behind their knees and the ACLs and all of these things. But we have to understand that, they feel like they doing what they love for the most part. And they're also securing the bag for their families. So I can't really be mad at them if they're making these decisions about where to go, getting their bags, or anything like that, right? So there will be some more information coming out. Like, I just gave you a couple of the contracts, right? Uh, I think DK Metcalf getting 150 million for 5 years, right? And this is what I'm saying. Because of these contracts, because of these network contracts, the players are benefiting even more because they they just get in the bag. You know what I mean? 150 million for a 5 year contract. What up, though?
What up, though? Yeah, man, my bad, bro. Had to get the family together. Popped up. I know I'm late, but I'm black, so
You ain't never late. You always on time.
yeah,
You always on
man.
time, dog. No, I'm just looking at all these contracts, and I'm just sitting here like, wow. That make me think about certain songs. I wish I was a little bit taller. You know what I mean? Like, dang,
Mm,
I could be out there. You know what I mean? You see people. I like, we as fans, we say, well, this dude, he's a bum. He's trash. But
man,
are they really trash?
hell,
It's only a certain amount of people that make the NFL. You see what I'm saying? It's only 450 NBA players. We judge them and say things like you're trash, or you're not worth it. Somebody saw your potential. Somebody sees you to be worthy. And now, like I said, when you see all these contracts coming up, 3 years, $24 million, and like I said, I'm being nice by not even exposing the big contracts. I just told you, uh, Josh Allen got 330 million, 250 million guaranteed. Man, I might fall down and can't get up. I might need a medic alert. Oh no, no disrespect. I'm falling, I can't get up. I got my
I just got
250
mine.
million. I'm straight.
Bro, look, this is when I noticed the difference, right? When my cousin was going into the draft, it was like maybe a month before the draft started. I went home and I'm looking at him. I'm like, you jacked. And at this time, I was working out heavy. And I'm like, man, I'm like 27, 28. No, how old was I? No, I think I was like 31, 31, 32. Actually, no, I was 30. He been in the league, so I was like 34, 35. So, but I'm working out every day. I'm like, man, how many push-ups you can do? He said 1,000. I'm like, whatever. I said, let's have a push-up competition. I did 115 weeks straight. I stopped. This motherfucker stopped. We had to tell him to stop at 500. Straight, no breaks, bro. No resting. Just push. I'm like, nah, this is different. This on some different level type shit. Like, nah, man. Nah. Like people say that. People think it's easy to compete like that. Like even think about the big linemen, bro. For 16 play drives, they all just push. Like them some big boys moving like that. And I mean, just the consistency of it, bro. That's draining, bro. Most people be taking a knee, taking a breath, they still pushing, bro. Then they get a turnover, they right back on the field. Like them athletes different, bro. Them boys built different. They train 24/7.
Yeah, they do.
And when they don't, it shows. You see when people not doing keeping up in the off season with their bodies and with their training, they look different the next year. That's why you be having one hit wonders. You have somebody who be focused, come in the league, they do their thing, and then the next year they fall off. Why is that? Because they done did their thing, they think they got it, so they take breaks and rest. Like my cousin, he in a damn neck brace. He's still working out, bro.
Mm.
They won't even let him in
Yeah,
the
because
facility.
yeah, he's watching like he's one of those people watching the free agent wires and all that. Oh man, we just got a new cornerback. Damn, we just
Nah,
lost a
bro, he
linebacker.
might be gone, bro. He might be gone. I think they released him, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
They didn't
So
want to pay
he a
him.
free
He
agent.
was, yeah, he was injured, and they didn't want to pay him. But they was talking about him going to uh Jacksonville or somewhere else. Forgot what he
Mm.
said. I know my dad did say Jacksonville. It was like one of his coaches is down there now. But there's a couple teams that contacted him.
Well, there's gonna be a couple
Yeah.
more. That's what I'm saying. There's so many people on the move. You trying to. Well, didn't he win the Super Bowl with them?
Mm-hmm.
So he got that experience. They want that experience safety, right? The
Mm-hmm.
hold the back line up. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. The greatest thing, like shout out to both of them, right? Because one thing they can never say, they can't take it away from them. They both won Super Bowls. You see what I'm saying? They can that
Mm-hmm.
never could be taken away from them, right? You got one that's considered one of the greatest cornerbacks, and then you got one that's aspiring to be one of the top safeties in the league, right? And that takes the consistency of you making sure you on the field. That's why we had the conversation before. The best ability is availability, right? You got to make sure you there. Now he working himself for a frantic. I think you came and told us a story. He was trying to get back on the field, and something happened. Now he was, we was talking about him making a playoff run, and then he got re-injured again, and then you know
He got in a car
they
accident. He
they
was
catch.
speeding the
Yeah,
pressure.
he got in a car accident. Yeah, he trying to, you know what I mean? He trying to stay healthy and do things, and then a mishap, a misfortunate situation occurs. You know what I mean?
They
And,
only
and
had
now
that
he got
car
to
for
work
like
even harder.
yeah, that car for like 48 hours. Brand new vet. Smashed it.
Mm. And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody, man. You gotta put your best foot forward, man. You gotta stay away from certain situations. You gotta stay away from
Yeah,
certain people. You gotta focus on what you trying to do, right? You gotta man, listen, I know I gotta make sure I'm the strongest one. I know you was looking at after that 500 push-ups and like, yo, you wildin'. Like if you'll sit your
yeah,
head
man.
down.
It's, I can do 1,000 straight. I'm like, ain't nobody doing it with that. And he stopped at 500. So, I mean, he was still pumping. It wasn't like he was tired. I'm looking like, man, what the fuck they feeding you, bro? That shit ain't normal, man. That shit ain't normal, bro. Like, I do 100. I think I'm a man, bro. 100 straight and under. I can do, well, I can't do it now. I probably can do probably, I don't know how many I can do in a minute. But at that time, I think like my best time for 100 was probably like a minute, 20 seconds.
And he doing that if he doing 1,000, so he probably squatting or he probably deadlifting at least 400, 500 pounds, right? No matter what his
My
stature is, nothing.
Yeah, my deadlift was more at that time. I was deadlifting like 520. I think he was deadlifting like 400 something pounds. I'm bigger than him. Like he was a buck 80, bro. At that time, I was
Mm.
like 235.
What's he like
He like a
5'10", 180 at that time?
like 5'10", 5'9". He like
Mm.
5'10". They got him
And that's what I'm.
at 5'11". I'm like, bro, you little as hell, man. No damn 5'11". I'm 6 foot, bro. You ain't. mm,
You ain't 5'11" on your tippy toes. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
like I sit down. Like I ain't sure let's see that picture when we after my cousin's funeral we took a family picture. I'm looking like I
Nah.
thought like some of the young I thought my brother was taller than me. I'm like, damn, I'm the tallest one in my I think my uncle taller than me. But I'm like, damn, I'm only 6 foot. We got cousins that's older, like not in the immediate family, but like
Hmm.
cousins of my dad, like cousins of my immediate like uncles and stuff. We got cousins like 6'7", 6'8". Um, but yeah, I'm the tallest one in my immediate family. I think I'm taller than my uncle Stan. I'm like 6 foot and a quarter or something, like a little bit over 6 foot. Like damn, I couldn't get to 6'2", 6'3". They said I was supposed to be like 6'5". Nah, that shit stopped growing.
Mm.
I literally stopped growing at 14. I've been this height since I've been 14, bro. I haven't gotten taller. And I think that's because I started at 14, I was lifting like 250. I was bench pressing
Woo.
250 at 14. I looked like a grown ass man, bro. When I played baseball, I had to bring my birth certificate. They thought I was an adult in high
You
school.
you was a ringer.
Playing high school baseball, bro. And I was just like, especially like in my stroke, like, bro, it didn't like I got a neck. You can see my neck, but my traps was up like on my neck. So I looked like it. And then I had all this facial hair, and then I had long hair. So I looked like a grown ass man as a kid. It was like that's not it. And now I'm fucking 6 foot at 14. So they was like, we need to see his birth certificate.
Yeah, you 6 foot at JV baseball. You nah, he cheating. They thinking they that means you probably had some recruits out there looking at you for baseball. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. When you get those prominent roles in sports, you know what I mean? I know everybody think that's what most black people want to do, play sports. Sometimes you just do it because that's what you do as a kid. You get to play basketball, play, you know, two-hand touch or I don't know if they call it flag football now, but it was two-hand touch. And if it snows, you feel wonderful. Let's go play tackle football. Let me see if I can guard you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Let me see if I can bring you down. Like they trying to tackle you 250 pounds at 14, man. They like, man, look, we ain't playing this no more. Kill a man with chase the man with the ball or whatever you call it. They throw the ball in the air, you catch it, everybody gotta try to tackle you. You gonna get this big motherfucker down. You gotta get him out the way. You know what I'm saying? But that it's something that we do. Most of us should. Well, now it's different. I don't know what the hell these kids do now. They think They think playing Xbox and PlayStation. They don't. I don't know. Unless you got the AAU kids. The AAU kids, those are the ones that you can tell they be playing from 8 and 9. And Pee Wee football kids, like down south, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. I think they do pretty well in Michigan. But I always hear about the southern kids when it comes to football. The Florida kids, the Carolina kids, the Georgia kids, they really do this thing. So when it goes to that point, it's always what we do as a child. So it's
It's
just
more
a
AU basketball.
different scenery.
My bad.
Say that again.
It's more AU basketball up in Michigan. Like that's what's big up here is basketball. Like even like football not that big up here. It's in the last 10 years it got bigger, but it ain't that big up here. It's more about basketball here.
Mm.
Yeah, my
Like
bad.
I
That's my
said,
little
when you,
wife calling me. She yeah,
no, no
she
doubt,
been a brat.
she ain't home yet.
Yeah, she home. She been a brat. She don't want to get up and get something. She wanted me to get it. And I'm like, man, you gonna wait. She been a brat, bro. I spoiled
That's what you do for that
I
love,
spoiled the
baby.
shit out. Bro, I spoiled the shit out of my wife because she spoiled me, man. But like I spoiled her. Like she come to me for everything, and I feel. I mean, for me, that's what it's supposed to be. Like
But
she
that's
come to
why
me
y'all
for
the winning
everything.
team.
Yeah,
That's what makes y'all the winning team, and that's why I'm saying, when you put the team aspect together, listen, you got my back, I got your back. If your weakness is my strength, I got you. If my strength is your, you know what I mean? The balance of the relationship, because y'all gonna work together. That's the
yeah,
beauty of having the no I concept. When you selfless like that, there's no I in the team's concept. You ain't worried about nothing else. You see what I'm saying? And whether you put it in a sporting world or in an everyday role, right? Just imagine if you had a well-running team in your office. Your office is gonna be making that bread because y'all work well together. Y'all see the flaws that the other one got. I got you. Don't worry about it. You may not know how to word that paragraph together. I got you. You may not know how to speak well. I'll do the speech for the building of the contract. You know what I mean? It's just
you still there?
that's what Cabana got for
Oh,
you. I was
it's
reading what
giving me a noise. Like you feel. I'm banging in the wall. I'm sitting there. Look, man. Look in my garage. I got a I got a gaming chair in my garage. I'm sitting here chilling, smoking, relaxing. I ain't even there. I probably moved back in the chair or something. I, w- I wish y'all was in Michigan, bro. I tell y'all come help me clean up my garage. I'll pay y'all, bro. People don't even want the money no more. I just think they don't want to deal with me.
you. It's not the same. It's not the same energy. Like you would go out there and some people would go out there and mow the lawn and make that quick couple dollars. Now they talking about it's too hot or I gotta pause the game. Like y'all tripping. Y'all the
Bro,
energy, the momentum is not there as it's supposed to be.
man, I had a bright idea one day to cut my grass, and then because I pay a company and they come out, they be on the ride mode, and they be done with that shit in a couple minutes. I was like, man, I ain't about to pay them to cut this. I cut that shit one time and called them like, y'all can come back. That's too much fucking
That
grass,
hour
bro.
that
I
that
ain't got time
that
to do
hour
that.
was too much, huh?
Man, I'm straight. If I had a ride one, I'd do it. But I ain't riding. I'm pushing, so I'm good, man. I'm getting older, bro. $25, you can have it. It's worth it. That's an investment.
$25.
Front and
Jeez.
back. They cut my front and back. They
Dang.
do the weed whacking, they do the edging, and they cut the front and back for 25 once a week. So it's 200. I mean, it's 100 a month, which ain't bad.
Mm. That ain't bad.
I
Yeah,
do the
that's
shovel,
that.
and thank God I ain't got no trees. I ain't got to rake no leaves or nothing. Sometimes I get my neighbor's leaves blown. I take the blower and blow that shit right back across. Then you get this your shit, bro. Oh my God, I'm happy my dog ain't see that.
You know, when you like you be waiting for certain seasons to come, like, oh man, like the grass ain't growing no more, so you ain't got to worry about cutting it or things like that. So
Yeah.
it's different, but but like I'm saying, the momentum, the energy is not there for certain people. So it's a different concept for other people, right? It's a different concept for the athlete that's trying to make it to the athlete that's already there. There's people that take that for granted. So it's a lot to stay consistent in the world of sports, right? If you don't stay consistent, there's somebody waiting to take your spot. So it's understandable why people are trying to come back from ACLs in 3 to 6 months when it used to take a year. Some people want to say it's the technology. Nah, it's the worrying of you losing that spot on the field or on that court or however you perceive the sport. So it's
I,
always going to
I
be different.
I was about to say a lot of it is the like technology and the no surgical procedures. Like just being in surgery, bro. Like I seen some of like the evolution of different surgery, especially like ortho. That's one of the heaviest things we do in the ACL, MCL. Bro,
Hmm.
they not only use stem cells, but the way they mend them, they can attach them and freeze them, or they got these, what is it called? It's like so you know how like same concept as like liquid stitches. It's this
Hmm.
thing they use to mend it and pull it back together tight, and over time it dissolves, and it dissolves right into the thing and actually make it stronger, make it more stretchier. So I
Mm.
mean, it is the technology, and a lot of that is,
Yeah.
but like you said, it's the will of the person too, the desire of the person.
Yeah.
You know, how you go rehab properly. Are you, because some people, I mean, you get an injury like that, a lot of people be afraid to get, like normal people, they be afraid to get back on it right away. So not the athletes, they
Right.
like, shit. 3 days later, okay, I can bend it. Like,
Yo, look, stay off the tendon, stay off the Achilles for 6 to 8 weeks. They on it 5 days later. They moving around. Like for
shit,
real?
look at
Really?
Aiden Hutchinson, bro. Perfect example. That boy's ready to come back. Like, hold on, bro. You just snapped your shit. You ready to come back at the Super Bowl? Like, bro, what the hell wrong with you?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, when it's a desire, it's a desire thing, right? Like, man, if we make it to that Super Bowl, I'm there. I don't care about nothing. Y'all get us there, I will be right there with y'all. Right? But like I said, when you not Aiden Hutchinson or you're not Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes, and you got to worry about somebody playing well enough to take your spot. They used to say you don't lose your spot because of an injury. Man, they don't care about none of that right now. If you playing good, man, and I'm paying you cheaper too, or we gotta get rid of that 2.5 million. I got a $750,000 player that's doing the same thing you doing for a
Mm-hmm.
third of what I'm paying you. You buy, I holla at you. You know what I mean?
Shit, a regular person, you gonna milk that shit. Like 6 to 8 weeks. Can we stretch that to a year? Like, we're gonna be down a year. But I thought they just had a cold. They been out 3 months.
Yeah, this ain't the process. The process is simple. The process is once you get injured, you better hurry up
Oh,
and get back.
check check this out. This is totally off topic, right? But since Commander said stubborn, weird man, let me just tell you what happened to one of my wife's favorite people in the whole wide world. So you know my wife like the paranormal, right? So what is this
Hmm.
dude name? It's from Ghost Hunters. White bald head dude from Ghost Hunters, right? Tell me why they just uncovered a plot of his wife to eliminate him.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. From what my wife told me, I haven't looked at it for myself, but she said, and she was like, "Oh, his wife looked good, like a supermodel." I'm like, "Oh," but I remember we met him a couple times because we go to that. We was like when I said I supported like what she wanted, like she supported me like 100% with real estate, bro. And she
Right.
was like, she always was into the paranormal. I'm like, man, do that shit. Like, she like watched it. And I said, why don't you go do it? Because she'd go to haunted places and shit. So I started buying her equipment. And when they had the little conventions and stuff, we'd go buy tickets and get the little VIP. When you get VIP, you can go back and talk. You get time to chill with the people. So, I'd be getting a VIP. Pay a couple extra hundred anyway. But this is like, she watched these people on TV now. I wanted her to experience that. So
Right.
his wife was taking money out of the account and talking to this dude who's in prison about to get out and was paying him to unalive him. And the way they found out is the dude got what do they call it when they go check their cells? They found a phone and they looked at the
Count.
messages. Yeah, they looked at the messages and seen that, and then I guess they did they detective work, they Batman work or whatever, and found out it was her.
Mm. See, that's the dangerous part of relationships, right? You think everything going well.
No,
You
the
think
wife
you're
was
doing the right
planning to.
thing.
Oh my! No, I'm telling you how crazy. When I told you women are crazy, they crazy and evil. The wife was trying to take him out.
No, I got you.
Uh,
I'm just saying,
No,
like,
I'm talking about Commander, because she in the chat talking about. Oh, he was no, she was. Men don't plan women's murders. They just do it. Women do that crazy shit. When men want when men want to unalive women, they just do it. When women want to unalive men, they go hire people. They put antifreeze in a coffee for a month. They do crazy stuff like that, man.
yeah, it just go like I said. It just goes to show everything. You think everything is well, and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden, you get blindsided by that.
Bro,
And
can
that's
you
that's the
imagine? That,
good.
bro, that's. I was telling my wife, man. I'm like, look, man. You can have whatever you want. Just don't take me out, man. Like shit. The house, the cars, the kids, the dog, you can have it all. Just let me have me. Like I'm straight. You don't never
Yeah.
have to do that. We need some extra money. Look, talk to me. We can fake my unaliving. Okay, we can fake it and we can get paid. We both can get paid. Okay, just don't unalive. You know what I'm saying? Like, like come on now, man. Work with a brother. You know what I'm saying? But nah, my wife's good. But can you imagine that, bro? The person. That's why I say the
No,
people closest to you hurt you the most, man.
I can't.
Uh,
And that's the scary part. You don't know how many people is even trying to have that type of vision. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man.
you think you're in the safest, comfortest place in the world, and they're trying to harm you. They're trying to hurt you. They're trying to take you away from society in the world. Like, bam, I don't like. Mm-mm. That's why you
Man,
got to
that
stay
that.
on top of your game. You got to be aware. You got to be observant. You got to make
Hmm.
sure you see the plays coming down before they happen. Some
But
people
that's
think
the
it's bad to overanalyze. Sometimes you got to because you want to make sure you see everything possible.
bro. It's hard with women though, bro, because they women like, bro, they like cats, man. Men like
Not the
dogs. We know
cats.
when we happy and we sad. Women like cats, man. You just don't know. You just don't know what kind of mood they in. They walk around purring and shit all the time. You don't know if they happy or mad.
Talking about, yeah,
I don't
everything's
know.
fine, babe. No, it ain't.
Mhm. And that's what it is.
Everything
And when a
fine,
man,
babe.
let's not have Commander talking in the chat. I'm straight. That's why I don't be trying to get off. Look, I piss a dude off. I don't be trying to fuck with women. I be cautious, bro. 'Cause, like I grew up with all women, and I seen firsthand. I seen them planning and scheming as a kid. Like my cousins and my aunties. I'm telling you, I'm right in the room, and they scheming and planning, and then you see it, and then they come back like Cruella Deville laughing, like, man, y'all evil. I'm telling you, man, women, boy, I'm straight, man. I'm straight. Yeah, men weird, but women, y'all, a whole different level, cynical, bro. Whole nother level. That's why you not pissing women off. That's why if you don't know, man, it's best to stay away. You know how a woman feels. Boy, they be plotting your downfall for 4 years, waiting, anticipating. I'm good.
Yeah, that's wow. That's ooh. That's that's why we're observant. Y'all, they're nurturers. They see things. We observe things. It's two different things. You know
hmm
what I mean?
hmm
It's
Yeah,
two different.
they feel. We think.
We thinking about things. They. Oh my gut feeling says you cheating. So why I don't tell you if I'm happy or not? Type of shit.
hmm
That shit don't never
hmm
work when you're happy. The gut feeling only
hmm
happens when something wrong. Like a spidey sense. Spidey sense only go off when it's danger. It'll never go off when
Right.
damn, I don't need to go off. You know what I'm saying?
I would never do that. I think more like a man, and that's good. That's good. Your husband is a lucky man. My wife, uh, she think like me. You know, I say like she think like me. Even in the darkest times, she think how to find the light. So I appreciate that. So yeah, it's the women, and man, I'm straight. I'll be quiet. Next subject. I just wanted to tell because Commander was saying man weird, and I told her yesterday. Yeah, I agree. Men are weird. Men do weird things like put on dresses and shit. Like so, yeah, men are definitely weird, but women, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy as hell.
How
Mm-mm.
excited was you when you saw Roman tonight?
Bro, I had woke up at the end of the match. I had passed out. I woke up at the end of the match, and I'm looking, and I see Sam Punk was about to walk out, but he didn't. And then Seth. But and when I seen somebody snatch him out, I was like, "That's Roman." And when they showed him, I was like, "Superman, that now watch me, you like yeah, spare that motherfucker." Like when you speared him, and then when he stomped him, bro, I was like, "That was epic, man. That was fucking epic." I was excited. I like Roman, man. I like Roman. I think he weird, like
Nola, what
Commander
you
said.
hear? I heard
That ain't
Nola
even
barking.
Noah. That's Noah back there fucking with that other dog. There's a dog behind me.
Oh,
The house behind me. They be man. I ain't even about to say nothing, bro. That damn dog is in the kennel in the back. It like a house all fluffy and white. Like this ain't no outside dog. This damn dog white. He must be white with a black soul. 'Cause they kept his ass outside. But I'm just talking shit. But I ain't going live tonight, so I'm having fun over here with you, bro.
I
I
can
ain't going.
see that. I'm looking like, wait, I ain't getting no
Nah,
alerts. I ain't getting nothing.
I ain't got nothing to say,
Yeah,
bro. I ain't got nothing to say. They kept me up all
we
night,
we
bro. Bad.
we need a night off. I was about to say, I ain't like. I think
I might do
the
an
2 nights
upload
ago, I
though.
didn't go to sleep till like the morning, like 7 o'clock, and woke up at 9. Like, man, I ain't
Yeah,
doing this.
yeah.
I
I think
said,
I might do an upload of my perspective about the Dr. Umar. I might record that tonight. I don't know. It depends how I feel. Cause I'm outside chill. It feel good outside. I started to do a fire. Like shit. I be chilling in my backyard, bro. I have my little fire pit. Start me a little fire. Be chilling back by the fire, bro. Looking at the stars. I love man. Shit. I be chilling, bro.
Commander gonna go live.
Yeah, Commander, you should go live. That'd be funny, bro. Commander, you can go live. Go live, man. Go
Say,
download
chat,
stream.
chat.
We
What do
can
you
get
want?
on there and talk.
What you want to talk about? You want to talk about pop the balloon?
Commander, this would be a good
You know, you
case. This would be a good case, that ghost case, because he popular. This would be like that. What was that Tiger Man? What was that lion person? What was the one
oh,
feeding
I
people?
can't remember his name. Yeah, I
Word
know what you're
on that.
talking about.
It'd be like that, man.
Commander said word. I was thinking to put a time limit on the show, and if someone
Mhm.
wants to pay to go another 15 minutes long, this is what I suggested. I suggested that you since you HR, you control it. You control the panel.
I was
That's
thinking
what I. That's
this how crazy it is, right? When this today, I was like, man, I'm gonna only do 3 hours, and if they want me to stay on, they gonna have to pay me like $20 a minute. I mean, like $20 for every 30 minutes or something like that, and then I just stay on a little longer. And then she say that, bro, this is crazy, man. That's crazy
y'all
work,
got
man.
y'all got ESPN.
That's crazy work, man. I was telling my wife that if I go in the house right now, she said it should be what did she say? $20 for every 15 minutes, something like that. I'm like, shit.
I mean,
I don't know
I don't know.
I don't know who gonna pay, but I'll do it. I try it. I mean, yeah, I definitely try it. I don't think like
See
when I
when you
think of stuff like that, I don't think I got enough like people in the chat. When I get like 20, 30 people, I think that'll work. But shit, I'd be paying myself to stay on.
oh, here she go.
But that'd be
I'm
like a
always
therapy
keen at
session,
reading
huh?
people's mind. Yeah, that would be. That's why I said I told you before. Like it's so crazy that it's like you branding yourself even if you don't see it, you brand yourself because damn, I get to come over here and pick his brain, and then he sounds sincere. You put that. All right, listen, my business thing is on the side. You want to reach out, reach out. I don't know how they can do that. From Australia and wherever they from, but I'm just saying.
You know what? I'm gonna try that this weekend. I'm gonna try something this weekend. Tell me what y'all think about this. That we holding this shit like a conference and shit. My bad, bro. I ain't mean to do it
Don't
like
worry
that.
about it. Sports is over. I'm
But
sitting here watching the Knicks game.
I wanted to do just like uh, a live coaching session, like free coaching session, like just go live and tell people like, hey, if you want to talk about something, want to get coached in the area. But I mean, it is. I'm kind of thorough, just doing it off of the top. I probably would be taking like a damn hour just doing. I guess I got to know some information. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking about that. If I had to do it on a
Yeah, like a
weekend, where I
preview.
go live a little earlier. It's
Like
like
a
ask,
preview.
yeah, like like people, who subscribe to the channel and come in, like, yeah, if you want to work on something, let me help you get started. Let me coach you, and then if you want to take it further, then shit, hire me.
Mm, that could work that way. I mean, it definitely could work that way.
Let me get you
Like
started or something like that.
Saturday, one Saturday you do like a walk with the walking talk. It'll be something
Yeah,
like that, but they feeding you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's not a bad idea, but you have to have a strict time limit on the coach thing per person.
yeah.
I think he does. What is your limit? What is it? Half an hour
I
per
This is
session?
like my session. This how I usually do. I usually do 30-minute session, and then I do a 5 minute um breakdown, and then a 10-minute cool down. Well, 10-minute cool down, then a 5 minute breakdown. So it would really be like 40 to 45 minutes.
Mm. Yeah, they'll go for hours, Commander. That's what I'm saying. Like last night, we I literally was on there for 4 hours before somebody else came up
Mm-hmm.
there. Not you, not the regulars. You know what I mean?
And
Not the
the
9%, but I'm like, God damn.
the time zipped so
I,
fast. I lost time. I promise you, I did. When BB got off, I think he was up there for like 3 hours.
right. That's what I'm
When
saying.
he
I'm
got
like,
off, I looked like, oh shit, we've been on here for a minute. I was about to shut it down then. I don't own this, and then I was like, let me show him this real quick, and then that's when I played that. That when I played that, I was thinking about getting off right then. I think BDB was still up there, but when I played, I was like, let me play that, and then when Commander sent that thing, that's when I played that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I just think, the momentum that you that is producing, you don't you don't want to lose it per se. So I definitely understand it, but you can't be doing that yourself when you got to get up. Oh damn, the kids got to wake up, and when your wife wake up, go to work, and I ain't got it in me. I got like a whole 2 hours in there. Coffee may not even help me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man,
because
I was beat up this morning, bro. I'm happy I ain't had nothing scheduled. I was beat up, bro. I was all lethargic for like an hour. I was like, man, I hate this shit. I think I slept like, yeah, I woke up, I went to sleep and then woke up and then went back to sleep.
see, that's the thing. I'm just glad nobody has to work, like, you don't have to work per se, like go out and drive and go in
Right.
somebody's office or whatever.
I just gotta
But
go in my basement.
you the night owl, so you know bust it down. He'll go on in the morning, but I don't know. I can't. I mean, as much as we love to help the people, man, we can't help them dozing off. We can't help them with no energy. Sometimes you got to refuel yourself. Sometimes you need that time out. That's why I always tell you, take the day off, take 2 days off, whatever you need. We'll be all right. We'll be just fine. You know, we just waiting for HR to just go ahead and push play and just say, chat, where you at? She gonna have 65 people in her chat.
Man, Commander gonna have
Her
I like
watch hours gonna
Commander.
be a week. Her
Yeah.
watch hours gonna be done in a week. I'm like, all right, Commander, you ready? He over here dropping pipes. He kicked up. He ain't mean it. The pipe just fell down and rolled down the garage.
Oh, you know what that was? That was the damn pooper scooper. I left it out the garage. I ain't see it. I walked and kicked it. Little metal,
See?
some metal shovel to pick up the poop.
Nah, Commander, it's not. It's you know what? Since if they catch the replay, they catch the replay. But let me just say this, right? You are you are your energy is so humbling that I don't, when you say people don't like you, I'll be ready to slap them. Like, what the hell wrong with them? Who wouldn't
I
like
know. I'll be
her?
like,
Like,
what
who?
the hell?
I'm like, well, what the fuck y'all talk about? It don't make no like her. What could she possibly have done? You know what I mean? Like, what could she have done for you not to like her? That's just, like I said, ever since I first encountered or spoken to her, or like even when she in the chat, she just like, so hey chat, they'll come through support. This one, come support that one. All right, yo, all right, let's keep the chat down. Like yo, she. I mean, she might sound a little bossy, but it's out of respect of the content creator channel she's in, right? So it's like I've never seen her like bent out of shape. Like she'll get annoyed, but bent out of shape, I've never seen that. So I don't know who could possibly hate her. But there are haters because you are you. Your greatness will always produce a hater around you. So I'm never shocked about that, right? But it's you you are like, we always talk about lights. You are just that. You are a light. You are a breath of fresh air. You're just an awesome person. Like it's no mistaking your the pleasure that you have brought into chats and conversations and people's lives. I truly understand why you are who you are, and you're a blessing. So don't never sell yourself short. You deserve it all. Like you really do. You so freaking awesome. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't know who that. I wishing we wish a person would say something like, I don't know. Also, better
You
calm down because we gonna jump his ass through the damn internet. Calm down. That's Commander. Fall
but
back.
see this, you know what? Commander remind me of me. Commander remind me of my wife, right? Sweetest person in the world, but piss her off and see what happens. Let her get pissed off and see what.
It's the quiet ones you gotta worry about. They say.
I know Commander probably dog walk somebody.
I can see that. You over there donkey punching people. But that's what I'm saying. It's just a refreshing thing, right? Like when you got chaos and then you see her, she'll just say a couple words and she'll calm you down. Like, oh shit, all right,
Yeah.
you right, Commander. I appreciate you. Right? Like, yeah, motherfucker. Oh, all right, Commander. I hear you.
You know what was funny though? Can you imagine Commander screaming? I can't even. Her voice will probably go up a little bit.
It'll probably be scratchy. Like she'll lose her whole voice. And she'll just them octaves don't work that high.
Man, I'm sitting up here. I lost my headphones, the case.
Uh-oh.
I don't know
It's
where I
with it.
put
It's
it, and
with
I
it.
got two
Super
of them.
scoop at.
And out there with the poop scooper. I
I said
lost one
near the
of them in
super
my
scoop where you
sunroom.
sitting at. Mm. And yeah, it's always a wonderful thing to have somebody like that on your side, right? And she'll tell you the truth, like, nah, you tripping. Like she's not a yes person. That's what
Nah,
even
she
makes
not.
her even more unique.
Yeah,
She tell you
I mean,
straight up, like,
but see, that's like people you need around you. People willing to challenge you in a way that it's gonna make you better, not challenge you. Like people, like same thing can be used for different reasons. And Commander will definitely challenge you. She'll challenge your way of thinking and everything, but it's thought provoking. It ain't in a way to destroy you, but to build you.
mm-hmm.
And like that's a rare. I mean, that's why I say like when I be looking at Commander, I see a lot of myself. Like that's why I think I understand it. It's like because like you can tell when people do things with malice and when people do things with kindness. Like I was telling
Mm-hmm.
them last night when I was like, if you love somebody, that don't mean you won't punish them. You can punish them because you love them. So
Yeah.
like when they talking about unconditional love. Like you can love your kids when they fuck up and let them be accountable for what they do.
Yeah,
Man,
absolutely. I,
the
I think we
case.
need to have that conversation of forgive and forget. We need to break that thing down. I think we need to debunk that ideology.
I did that.
I mean,
I do that like once a year, bro. The first year I did a show on what forgiveness was, and then I did a show last year, forgive, don't forget. And that's what I was telling them, like, man, I mean, you can't when things happen, there's no purpose of forgetting, because if you forget, you never learned the lesson within the experience. So it's okay to forgive. That's to take your own power back. But don't forget, that's part of you forgiving is learning a lesson. So you can't forget.
I know Roman ain't forget what happened to him. That's why he came back looking like a madman. He came back with a fury, like ready to rip your whole neck off, stomp you out. I'm a curb stomp you, punk motherfucker. Everybody should practice tough love. Everybody just think love is sweet. Love ain't just sweet.
Get bigger. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's man. I did not want to. That's the first time I ever did that on the live. And I'm telling you, like y'all was about to get WD for a minute. Y'all was about to get that east side of Detroit word. Cause I'm like, man, shut that shit, bro. Like when I go there, it's like that's why I was like, that's why I just had to mute the mic. Like, man, I was still cussing, like, stupid motherfucker. Like, god damn, that's just ignorant to me, bro. It's like we a bunch of grown ass people. Why we sit and then I don't like when men start yelling at each other and trying to talk. That shit is so feminine to me, man. I can't stand that. That I can't. That shit is nerve wracking. I be watching live, and when the men start doing that and keep repeating stuff, like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I missed my boo's live tonight.
You
My
miss your.
boo said she come on Monday through Friday.
You said you miss who?
My boo.
Oh man, I was like, Gary gonna kill me, but I'm gonna have some fun.
Yeah, Commander.
Yeah,
I'm
Commander.
gonna
Next
catch.
time
I'm
you
gonna
go
catch
live,
up. I'm gonna catch
look,
her in the
next time you
morning.
go live, I'm gonna share. You gotta come over, and we gonna be in there just dropping nines everywhere. Like you have been rated.
Yeah, I think the funny part is like we went on the same time today. I think she come on like 11:30. I came on at 11, so I knew I was gonna miss the live. But now that I don't gotta catch a 9 replay, I can catch her replay.
She had a good topic. I wish she would have like an open panel. I would have definitely got up there. She was saying it was like narcissist is it really that many narcissists, or is this just a word thrown out? Like I would love to talk about that.
Now let me ask you a question because she says she categorizes herself as a life coach. Do you see the life coaching attributes when she speaks?
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, look, this is like a telltale sign of a life coach, like good life coaching. Like I only been doing it for a couple years, so it ain't like I'm, in the game. Like I think she's been doing it for like a year or two more than me. But this is what I
Mm.
noticed, right? They normally speak from experience. They tailor everything to themselves because, like, that's basically what a life coach is. Someone who has experience. That's like when you ba- almost you like when you go get certified for a life coach, you learn like the structure of how to do it. But what you're doing is basically going off your own personal experience. I mean, my bad. I ain't mean to blow my nose, but I mean, you
We
have
from the
tools to
streets. We did.
use. You have different tools to use, but a lot of it is based upon experience. Like think of a coach. Like when you think of a life coach, think of like a coach, like a football coach. Like people
Mm-hmm.
just don't wake up like I'm gonna be a football coach. They get experience. You know, half of them played it. They've been around it their whole life. They understand the X's and O's. That's basically what a life coach is. Like even a counselor, they have different education, so different ways to look at it. You know, a psychologist is more in depth. You know, but a life coach is basing everything predicated their own personal experience. Is not anything from a book, unless they go to the book. And but even doing that to me is asinine. Now you going into the realms of that's what a lot of life coaches, certified and not certified. I know a lot of life coaches. They they I think they cross the line between coach and counselor. You know, I don't fuck with those lines because I'm black and I'm that 1% to always get caught doing shit you ain't supposed to do. So I just play by the rules. I'm being honest, bro. I learned that in life, man. Just do it the right way, and then you ain't got to worry about nothing. That's how. So I don't try to bend no lines or tightrope. I don't do none of that shit, bro. I'm gonna just do what I'm supposed to do.
It's a different, but that's the beauty of the conversation, right? Like you can always tie it to a scenario of like how you just broke down coaching is like actual coaching or mentoring in sports, right?
Hmm.
If you could blend the two together, you might could be successful and actually reach certain people, right? I mean, for a female, it may be a little different for them, because they may not be into sports, but they grasp and understand so well that they can make it relate to what we're talking about, or what the conversation is. So that's why we never had that problem with females. It's the fellas. You gotta get the fellas on the right page. Now we ain't talking about nothing, but we just relating the two together. But it's always a different attitude, a different thing. So you know, I was just wondering because, like I said, she's I don't even like
And
she's
she was
different from
also
LA Project, right? LA
she
Project
was
is more like pro woman. She's
mhm.
like balance. I mean, like balance. I think coach want balance, right? Like even if you watch certain sports, right? You want like the Lions. The Lions want to have balance. They want to run the ball, throw the ball. That's what I think about when she speak, because she's like balanced. She'll give you a perspective, and then put another perspective in, and then make it come together so her point could be seen from both sides.
Mhm. She was also a nurse for for I think like 10 years.
Oh my
So
god.
she has a medical background. You know what I'm saying? So just like even dealing with people. So a lot of times, like, and then that's another thing with life coaches. Like, look at their past experience before they start coaching, like what they did to. Because like if somebody coming from like the auto industry and I'm gonna be a life coach, you gonna be like, okay, but like people like with medical experience make great life coaches because they see different facets of life. You know what I'm saying? Like you deal with so many different sicknesses, so it's so many range of emotions and mind thoughts you deal with on a consistent basis. People dying, people bringing life into the world. You see so much in different cultures. You deal with everybody in the hospital,
Oh,
and then the dynamics between the workers, bro. So I mean that's a confined. You're in like a building, but it's a wealth of experience within that building, you know. So you get like a lot of times you got to travel outside the country to actually see how people live differently. Not when you work in a hospital.
hmm.
People like bro, like them Indians, bro. Like you go in the room 1 minute, you see a patient in the bed. You go back a couple hours later after their family got there. Man, that bitch decorated and everything. They got bean bags on the floor. People staying the night. Shit. They got little hot stoves. They cooking. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, no, you said different cultures do that. I seen some Asian people. I think they was Tibet. They was from Tibet.
Man, came in the room. They got shit hanging from the ceiling and shit. I'm like, damn, how y'all get up there? Like, never mind. They live in mountains. They be climbing shit. That's how they get up there. I'm gonna be quiet.
Y'all don't mind us, y'all. We just conversating as you know the Knicks is up by 35 points with 4 minutes to go.
Who they
We
playing? I
just
don't even know who they
conversating.
playing.
They're playing the Sacramento Kings.
Oh, DeRozan.
DeRozan and Zach LaVine and Markel Fultz and those type people. They bringing all the super scrubs in the 9th, the 10th, 11th, 12 players. They bringing everybody in. It's over. Well, this is what they do on the commentary. They start talking about things that ain't got nothing to do with sports. They don't nobody say nothing about that. And I ain't saying this. We bring sports and life together. So that's what we doing here. Y'all don't tell them y'all don't tell Joe Buck or Mike Breen what to do. Y'all don't tell Mr. 33 what to do. The game is a blowout. We killing time. The Nines is in the building having a conversation. Y'all chill out.
Nines is in the building. I like that. I might put that on the shirt.
Oh shit, he clipping it. Oh damn.
Listen, I just heard. So check this out. It's a series on HBO Max, right? It's called Gotham Knights, and the whole it's only one season, but it's about like Batman get unalive, and his adopted son is framed for it. Anyway, so one of the concepts in there is the Owls is in the building. So when you said that, I was like, yeah, the Nines is in the building. Oh shit, that was my phone, not me.
Okay, well, your phone's all right and you all right. That's a 2 for 2 play. I didn't even know they were trying to kill Batman though, but okay, I guess.
No, he gone in that series. In that, damn, no, they done popped him and threw him out the window, bro. He gone. Batman gone. Bruce Wayne is no more.
See, I don't be understanding that because he's the
Bro,
greatest hero of all time.
Bro, that would have been a badass show if they would have kept it on for a couple more seasons. Because check this out. So Two-Face wasn't Two-Face until the end of it, right? So Harvey Dent was trying to run for mayor, and the Joker supposedly had a daughter. Come to find out, it was his daughter. So it was like, I forgot, it was some brother and sister, I forgot, but all of them was like kids of like, except for, you know, Batman adopted son, but his mother and dad was even assassins before Batman adopted them. So all the kids was like villain kids. It was dope. Like the concept and everything was dope, bro. I don't know why they canceled it. It was on the CW and then they canceled it. Like, man, y'all, bro, that was
I remember that. It was a girl and a dude.
It was who?
The girl was gonna be, I think the girl was gonna be like Catwoman.
Yeah, I don't like.
I remember that show.
And stuff. Yeah, man, that drum was good, man.
He used to wear goggles.
Well, that was Robin. The new Robin was
No, the girl used to wear goggles. And she always used to come and get the boy. The boy like, nah, I'm cool. And she's like, nah, just come on.
You talking about that? That's Titans.
That's what that was? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Titans. I think that got like oh no, you talking about that was that was called Gotham, wasn't it? With the main character was really the main character was really the chief of police, remember?
Yeah, that's
I think that was called Gotham.
Gordon.
Yeah, and then
Mr.
at
Gordon.
the end of it, he turned to Batman.
Yeah.
At the end of the thing, yeah, that was Gotham.
Yeah,
that was good too.
Yeah, her name was Kitty. Matter of fact, her name was Kitty.
Yeah, that was Gotham.
Yeah, I used to watch. Yeah, that was something different. I used to watch those type of shows till they put on Black Dynamite. Not Black Dynamite, Black Lightning.
Hey, that was hype too. that was good too.
Yeah, I seen all those episodes.
But bro, it's like Like, did you notice it was around? I don't know what year. If you watch Black Lightning, and when they turned his daughter gay, that's when like all the TV at that time. That's when I'm like, why is all the TV like everything I was watching was like they were implement. I'm like, bro, this shit started 2 years ago. These people wasn't gay. Why they gay now? Like, why don't you just make a gay show? You ain't got to put gay people everywhere. Just make a gay show,
Yeah, ain't nobody
and the
watching
gay
that.
people can watch their show. We need to see representation. Like, bro, I'm not about to watch some white shit talking about I need to see representation. It's white shit. So if I'm watching some straight shit, I want to see some straight shit.
Mom, look, the mama getting high.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, they straighten it. They straight destroying the whole house. I ain't never look. We ain't never see Lois Lane get high.
I'd be like, damn, bro, they gotta make like they in the suburbs and they still making them crackheads. Like, damn, we can't get away
Yeah,
from this.
like damn. I'm like, I ain't never seen Lois Lane get high. I ain't never seen nobody else get high. Nobody else getting high.
And they be partying,
Like
bro. You can't tell me they don't be powdering their
they
nose.
do white lines. They do white
Bro, I
lines
be,
undercover.
bro, I'm man, like, I tell you, bro, people in money, like, man, I went to this high class bar, bro, and I felt, I mean, you know, because it's high class, you feel left out. I felt left out because I ain't a damn drug addict. Like, damn, they don't even do this shit in the hood.
That's crazy. What you doing in the garage? You still in the garage?
Uh-uh. Not in
Oh, I'm
the
about to say
living room.
you can't be cleaning the garage out. You too dark.
I'm about to go on my front door and see if there's any deers out there.
Yeah, he bored. He bored. He's supposed to be going to bed. Oh, I'm gonna tell Mrs. Word to call you. She's about to call you right now. She said she need her feet rolled.
Nah, because this is what happens, right? This is why my wife be kicking me out, right? Because when I'm not sleepy and she sleep, I start fucking with her. Like, yeah, I start fucking with her. I start fucking with her feet. Then I go start playing with her nose and shit like that. I start fucking with her. Look, like just growing up, first person go to sleep, they get it. That's just how I always been. So now, I even fuck with the kids sometimes, bro. She be like, "Stop before you wake them
So
up."
you
I'm
going
like, "Man, I don't care. I'm having fun."
yeah, you gonna have fun staying up with him too all night. That's how ring ring. Somebody at the door, Commander. Ring ring. Okay, we down to the final 15 seconds. The score is 133 in the Knicks, 104 Sacramento. They just
133.
dribbling the ball. Yeah. 133 to 104. That will be the final score. 3, 2, 1. That's it. The New York Knicks win 133-104. I don't know who the leading scorer is. It's Cat. Cat, the leading scorer. Carl Anthony Towns is the lead scorer for the Knicks. Is it Levine? They're about to tell me right now. Malik Monk got 21 points. Carl Anthony Towns had 26, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. OG Anunoby had 24 and 7. Well, the Knicks is now, what are they? 41 and 23. Still in third place in the Eastern Conference. Sacramento's going down. They're 33 and 31, ninth place. Fighting for position to get in the playoff, to play in. That's all. Look, that's all the sports for tonight. That was the last game.
Are the Pistons in the playoffs?
Detroit Pistons,
Yeah.
y'all the 6 seed.
Hmm.
Y'all the 6 seed. Y'all will be playing the Knicks. If the playoffs started right now, y'all be playing the Knicks. I ain't fucking with y'all. I don't want to deal with Kate Cunningham right now. Kate Cunningham on the roll right now.
It's Kate.
He,
Kate,
you know,
right?
coming off his first All Star season, he deserved it.
You know
But
how
still,
you remember that old Roach commercial? It's Ray. He kept
Ray,
and they be like, it's Kate.
they gave him a good group of people. They gave him a better supporting cast this year.
Yeah, he about to get
You
paid. I
know,
think
like
his contract coming up, ain't it?
it should be next year.
Yeah, Kate about to get paid.
They better get that money ready. They can't even afford to lose him.
No, Borges got money, bro.
I'm just saying they can't afford to lose him. They go ahead and play around and not give him what he wants. If they want,
He got
Detroit
potential.
gonna be back to their old ways
His potential
in
is
no
higher than
time.
Grant Hill to me. He got the potential to be better than Grant Hill. He got potential to be the best player in Pistons history.
That's higher God.
He could
That's
surpass Grant and be knocking on Isaiah's door.
that's what I was about to say. You think he up there? And that's funny because Isaiah's on he's on the post game. Yeah,
Yeah, he gonna be knocking on Isaiah's door. If he stay with the Pistons, he definitely gonna be knocking on Isaiah's door. Give him like 2 more years. I mean, they called him All Star. I think he's a superstar already.
he might be it's hard to put him like first team All Pro because there's only two positions, right? And then you got to think about who they're gonna put there. They're gonna put right now. If I had to pick the all, if I had to pick the two, it would be him. It would be him and damn, who would I put at the guard? Him and Shea Gilders Alexander as far as
Oh
a
shit!
point guard.
I know Clippers is like feeling stupid.
I bet they are. I just saw Paul George. He ain't even playing. He in a suit.
Mhm.
They about to shut him down as they did the whole almost the Eagles 76 team. They
Right.
all the way shut down. Ain't nobody playing. And just imagine they could have kept that man. They wouldn't even need James Harden. They
Mm-mm.
might have got Kawhi Leonard and been rocking.
Mm-hmm. Or
But
build
that's why I
around
say
him.
you
I
go,
thought that's what they was gonna do. I was like, this little boy from Canada, dope. He was better
and
than
that's what they
Andrew to
do.
me.
They go, yeah, they go with today's name. But that's how, like, what the hell do you pay a scout for if they don't know the potential of who they scouting? I don't even understand that logic.
Yeah. I mean, like my dad, like he always say, um, like he coached like high school and stuff. And he would always say potential, potential, potential. He said, I don't care where you at right now because I'm gonna coach you. I just need to see the potential. That's why, like, man, he was begging my mama to let me move down there to play.
For the
She
love
would
of your
not let
mama.
me. I couldn't leave my mama though. Even if she said yeah, I would have been like, nah, I'm straight. I can't. I was mama boy, bro. I love my mama,
But
bro.
that's But that's what I was saying last night too. That's what like for most guys, it's always they love their mama. That's why mama boy is a term that's highly used. For girls, it's daddy's little girl. That's
The
why
thing,
women are supposed to love they're supposed to love somebody like their dad. Men
but if
want
you,
to nurture like their mom, but not to nurture them like a mom, like their kid.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I was
That's
about to
just the
say that's the.
fundamentals of relationships.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the whole dynamics of male and female. Even we think of like companionship, but even from child to parent, the little girl always go look for the protector and provider, and that's their dad. So that's why they drawn more
Mm-hmm.
to them. And the male always go look to provide and protect. That's their mom. What's all young boys? What do all young men say? I'm gonna buy my mama a house. My mama ain't gonna have to, they want to provide
My
for their
mom ain't
mama,
gonna
even though
never
they got a
work
daddy.
again.
Even if
Right.
they got a daddy,
Mhm.
and they don't really talk about the daddy, they be like, yeah, that's my pop's good man.
That
Pop,
look, dad was
pop.
cool. Right? Look,
Mm-hmm.
dad was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dad was
But
cool,
then,
but mom held it down. Every time I
yeah,
had a homework problem, mom was there. Every time I needed to eat, mom made some food. Like that's when the kid is always at home. That's why these kids now are different. They in their room. They don't even come out the room, so they don't even know where the hell their mama at.
and
Mom,
that
where you at?
and that's the crazy thing, like with me and my son, because my son be on me like I got a kangaroo pouch. Like my son, like that boy, I love that boy to death. But like, my wife be like, "You supposed to be a mama's boy." I said he will when he grow up, but he's just daddy's baby. He always gonna be daddy's
Yeah,
baby.
he'll grow into that. He'll grow into that round. What is he? 5? Give him a couple
Oh no,
years.
he'll
Give him
tell you
a-
now. He'll tell you I'm his favorite. But like I was playing with my wife yesterday, slapped her butt, and I said, "Say something else." And he came and ran and hit me. He was like, "That's my mama." I'm like, "Bro, you gotta kick your little ass. What's wrong with you?" But no, he don't play that. He don't play nobody messing with his mama. Like my and my daughter was sitting on my lap today, man. And my wife was leaving out for work, and she came and gave me a kiss. And she was like, she told my daughter, like, give me a kiss. And I looked at my daughter, man, my daughter, like, put her head down and looked up at her, was grimming her. And I was like, oh, shit. Then she turned, my wife tried to give me a kiss again. My daughter grabbed my face, said, my daddy. I'm like, oh my God, here we go.
Yeah, see, that's the. I'm telling y'all, man, that's the like one of the simplest things in the world. That's why when you separate, that's why when you separate the parents, when you got that, they got to go from home to home, and y'all making them make decisions, and that's the first battle that a kid has when they separated from their parents. All right, I love mom, but I love dad, but I wouldn't know which one to go to. Y'all making them make decisions they ain't even supposed to be thinking about. That's the
Now,
first. Mom, can I go to dad's house? Or dad, can I go to mom's house? You know what I mean? Like
now,
it's fun over there.
now think about this. We talked about one dynamic. So we see how that worked, right? Now imagine if that kid don't have that parent in their life, if they don't have that father, if that female don't have their father, and they come up, they
Mm,
don't really know how to look or interact with men. And same thing for dudes. A lot of men don't know how to
mhm.
treat women because they seen their mama get dogged out or they didn't even have their mama in their life. So
Yep.
they don't know how to interact with women. That's why I be looking at dudes like, how can you be this disrespectful to a woman when some people be having daughters, like you got a mama, you got sisters. How can you treat women like that? They got brothers and dads and shit and uncles. Like a lot, like bro, I'm straight. They got somebody to love them too, man. But that just shows like you don't respect your own. If you what's in you come out of you, bro. If you don't respect your own, if a woman can't respect her dad, she ain't gonna respect another man.
Mm, I agree with that.
Same thing with a man, bro. Like these men be talking reckless. Look at how they interact with their mama, bro. Because like
Yeah,
if I
there's no correlation.
like me personally, like you don't hear me, you hear me defending black, and what I always go back to my mother and my sisters, right? If I
Hmm.
get online, bro, and start disrespecting black women, guess who the first couple phone calls gonna be from?
Yep. Your mom,
From my mama and my sisters.
your mom,
Like,
and
what you mean black
your
women
mama,
doing?
your
What you
sister, then
mean?
your dad. Like, dang, dad, where you been? Now, I know
My
they was
dad,
calling you first. I'll let them have it.
yeah, my dad would be like, "Hey, I'm trying to warn you, bro. You might not want to answer your phone today. Going to the hospital or something." My dad would do some shit like that. Get sick and go in the hospital. Just act like you
The
dying. Just
place
act
it.
like you dying, son. Son, just act like you dying. You'll be all right. Just do it for like a week. They'll probably forget about it.
No, good and well, your sister ain't forgotten nothing. Oh no, I know what I was mad about now last week. Yo, that was last week. I'm here now. I know. Let me get this off my chest. It was gone. What you talking about? It was gone for a whole week. But that's the beauty of the whole teamwork make the dream work scenario, right? When you place that in your everyday life, man, you build your a cornerstone, a foundation. You know what I mean? And this ain't no draft picks. This ain't nothing. This is what you're supposed to have around you. Like you need that solid nurturer. You need that solid provider. You need those people in your life. Chat, where you at? She's up here.
Chat, where
What
you
up,
at?
now?
What up, man?
The nine up there. What up, nine?
Yeah,
You guys are having too much fun without me.
Nah, I'm about to get on my computer
hey,
then.
I'm laughing by myself. Ward's
that's
got to
what I
check
said.
himself
The
into the
team gonna
hospital
look good. Yeah, we're
so
gonna
his
check
mom would be
himself
nice.
in. Talk about I'm trying to hear that. But see, this is like, see, even when these type of situations happen, what happens is that you get some of the greatest conversations and input, right? Because it's just us here, and it's like we just flowing and things is coming out. We ain't gonna turn this into like word channel. We ain't gonna be up here no 5 hours. That ain't we
No,
ain't doing.
no.
What you say?
Let me
Gary
stop
won't let
because
us get
I
away with
might
that.
say
He's
it.
going to cut us off.
But look, I might say that and Stoic might pop in like boop, like oh shit. Hey Stoic.
Gary the other day,
Like,
shut it down. Shut it down
yeah, I'm
now.
like shut that down because I was worried. I really was worried that when Word get tired and cranky, he might you stupid motherfucker get off my channel.
I was getting close. That's why I was like, "Look, man, I'm trying to be humble, bro. I'm trying to be. Let's get some real shit, bro. I'm trying to be humble. Like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard, bro. But you like, I try to practice what I preach. I mean, I live it, bro. So it's like, you ask God for
It's
patience, and He'll give you reasons to be patient, bro. So I
it's
had two
just it's,
kids.
it's well, that's what kids do. Kids are one of the humbling gifts that God gives you, kids,
Yeah,
right? Because if you care, you ain't gonna go off the hinges like that. You're like,
yeah.
nope, I can't. I gotta be the example. I gotta do this. I gotta do that, right?
Hmm.
So you're not gonna get yourself lost unless you just lose all your cool. Like mother, man, them kids sleep, man. Fuck them kids right now, like shit like that, right? And you got catches like nah. Like even when you like do lives and stuff like that, like man, somebody might say, "Look, this is what your dad did 20 years ago." Really, Dad? Oh, I was mad at this time. Nah, you like
I
that all
told
the
everybody.
time.
I told everybody, if anybody tell my kids what I used to do, I'm slapping you. I'm just being honest. They already bad. They don't need no more influence to be bad. I don't need to hear, well, you did it that. Nah, bro.
Yeah, so you can't tell them you a saint.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause as
like,
soon as you
daddy
say you're a
old
saint,
and
they're gonna
boring.
ask somebody. Grandma, was he who? Yeah, man. Like mom.
Yeah, man, my mom like telling crazy stories. I'd be like, Mom, what is wrong with you? I'm gonna get locked up. Shit. Some stuff don't have statutes of limitation. Be quiet. Stop snitching. That's snitching. Cause you involved after I told you. Now you know you involved. Stop snitching.
You accessory. Yeah, you accessory. Don't tell the story. You going with me. No, I'm not. Yeah, okay. But since we ain't talk about nothing, Commander, what we gonna talk about on your live?
I don't know. I'm I'm not the type of person that is gonna like talk by myself really, unless I'm talking about a certain like showing a video maybe. But I don't know.
So
You ain't
what
gotta
would be
talk
your
about
first
yourself.
video you would like to talk about? Yeah, you talk about a topic.
Yeah, play a video. We can sit up there. I mean, you be finding all the good videos anyway.
As long as it ain't about
Yeah,
Umar, word don't get said.
no, not Umar. No, no, no. I was looking at some more. Listen, now I'm watching Kendra G's I was gonna say contestants, her singles on there. I'm watching them more closely now because I'm thinking about Gary. So I'm peeping game for Gary.
I
We're
ain't
gonna make a
chicken for
profile
me.
for Gary.
Y'all can do what y'all want. That ain't me.
There was a chick
I'm like,
from she said New Jersey, and then I was like, oh, is that close to him? Maybe, I don't
yeah,
know.
but we ain't doing
But she
that.
was
What
no
part of
good.
Jersey?
She said
I don't
nah,
know.
she was no good. She said
She must
Newark,
have been from
New
Newark.
Jersey.
See, look, see, I said it
But she
too.
said she
She
was
must be from
alpha.
Newark.
She said
I
she
don't
was
want no alpha
alpha.
female.
I don't think any man wants an alpha female, really.
Yeah, because
I,
it's like
I
dating yourself.
yeah, I can't do it, bro. I don't even like being around alpha females. I'm like, y'all talk too much.
She's a property manager, and so she said that she thinks it's because of her job that she's got to be alpha. But then when asked to talk about 3 of her flaws, she said she didn't have any. So that's not good.
Delusional and alpha.
We all have flaws. We all have things to
You,
work on.
you admitting
Nah, I'm
you
gonna be
is
honest.
a
I don't know
flaw.
my flaws. I really don't know 'em.
Oh
I
hell
have them, but
no.
I don't know 'em. No, I'm
I know
saying
my
I
Yeah,
have
you
them,
flaws.
but I don't
do.
know 'em.
You gotta
No, I
know.
have them, but I don't know 'em. I'm serious. I have them, but I don't know them. That's why I always ask for. If you see something wrong, tell me that it's wrong, so that way I can focus on it.
First flaw,
Because if nobody
you're too nice. First flaw.
Get him,
see,
Second
you
Commander.
see
flaw.
that,
Get him.
that's the flaw. See that?
Second flaw. Pessimistic about certain things, like women. Let me see.
Damn.
Get him, Commander. Get him.
Third flaw. No, I'm just kidding. I can't think of a third one. I can't think of a third one.
Well,
Can you
that's
think of a
it.
third one?
Pessimistic and word
I
got
think
like
you're a little
19 of them.
pessimistic about women.
Word nitpicks.
Who?
What you mean?
Oh,
Give me an
I got
example.
a shit ton of flaws. Don't get the name. I'm gonna try to sum them up. I'm an asshole. I'm a smart ass. Uh,
Well, how am I pessimistic towards women? Give me an example.
I don't know the way like I hear you talk about like I know that you know what you want, but then I feel like you're kind of a little bit pessimistic like she might not be out there. Like
Oh
it's
no,
going to be
she's
really
out there.
hard to find her. Like it's going to be really hard to find her. I don't think it's going to be really hard to find her unless you make it like it's really hard to find her.
I already found her. What are you talking about?
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you got
Maybe
it.
that's true. Maybe
See,
she
now
can
he
find
found
her.
it. Now the question is, does she want me?
You gotta be available.
Man, if I make myself any more available to people in this world,
You know what? One of the guys today said she cut him off too because he wanted girls to find him and like approach him and find him.
well,
Is
what's
that what
wrong
you
with
want,
him?
Gary? Is that oh that's
No,
what Gary
what's wrong with
wants.
him? No, it ain't. I said,
Because
what's wrong with him?
well, there was a couple things. First he said he wasn't looking and then she's like, "Why are you on the show if you're not looking?" And then he's saying he wants love. And then he's saying that he's not looking to approach anyone. He's looking for a woman to come to him. And she was saying like men should be approaching women, like shouldn't be expecting a woman to be approaching them,
Yeah,
like and not do
that's a
anything.
woman trait. Yeah, that's a woman trait.
But if you're I get that maybe women can approach too, but if you're just expecting the woman to approach you and you're not approaching,
That's me in the back, by the way.
You back in the back?
Yeah, I get on the computer. I'm gonna drop
Oh
down.
yeah. So you want the owl eye?
Huh?
what's happening?
I
You want
can't
the
get off this.
you want the owl eye, or you
Yeah, I'm
want to
gonna
stay
drop
up there
down
where
off
you are?
this. No, I'm dropping down
Oh,
off my phone.
oh
Oh, he's
wait,
coming
I
back with
can't.
it. I think he's coming back with his computer. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if you're are you looking for like fate to happen
What
and
up,
like an
though?
encounter? What up, though?
What up,
Maybe
though?
you're just waiting for like the perfect scenario to happen, like in a
No,
Lifetime movie, where you
no,
guys like both bump
see,
into each other and like her
no, I
things
put
fall and then
myself
you
out
pick them
there.
up, and then as you
No,
get up, you guys look into each other's eyes, and then there's like some sort of magic happens.
nah, that's Walt Disney shit. I don't believe that.
No, I know because you don't believe in love at
In the
first sight. I
world,
remember.
your eyes like
Right.
a big
I
pizza
don't. I
pie.
don't believe in that. You can be like, you got to be attracted. You got to be attracted to the person. Me, my attraction is not just physical. You could be.
Okay.
You could.
What
Let's have a
if it's not just
conversation.
physical? What if it's some kind of aura or some unexplainable thing you just can't explain? It's not necessarily the way she looks.
What if the
Something.
woo woo hit you?
The woo
What if
woo.
what?
Yeah, the woo woo. What if the woo woo hit you?
What's the woo woo?
The woo woo. You know, the supernatural stuff. Like, what if y'all insides start talking?
Oh yeah, that's we intimate. Yeah, I'm going with that. I want that to happen. That means it's internal. It's internal intimacy that happens first. But that's not going to be just that, like, right there on the spot. All right, I sense something. All right, let me see if this is real or not. Bet. And we can go ahead and work. Let it pour out of us. Where you at? I'm gonna move to you. Don't worry about it. Said you can't move to me. I'll move to you. I just ain't going to. I ain't going to Dubai though. Let me just say that real quick. I ain't going way out there.
Gary likes the
Yeah,
friendship approach, but how long have you been trying the friendship approach? Because if it's not working, then maybe you have to try a different approach.
I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't. I don't know. I can't even give you a definitive answer. The friend role. I think that should be mandatory. I just think that females just think that it's too good to be true. They feel it's too good to be
That's
true. They
true.
don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, that's true. That does happen.
So
That's why
right,
the friendship zone is not that good of an approach, I think.
maybe.
Because then the
Sometimes
girls
I be
are
want to be an
afraid.
asshole. Yeah, sometimes I be want to be an asshole, but I can't. That's not in me. I don't think it's in me. I think it's there, but I don't know how to activate it. I gotta learn from the word.
I can coach you. I can coach you. Don't worry.
There you go. You're the
$9.99 plus
first client
$9.99 plus tax and
online.
deposit. I mean, I just think that I truly think that a lot of females they don't really they say they want a thing and then they don't want it when it's in front of them. I
Actually,
think,
Commander,
When
I
it's
got
too easy.
like 11 people I coach that I met off here. 3 of them come in my chat consistently. Patient, client page. I mean, client confidentiality. So, but yeah, there's a couple people who rock with it.
yeah, that's what's up. But
I
they
don't.
get to
I mean,
see your
what's that?
consistency. It's not just you like on a one-on-one session. That's just who you are in totality. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, and then coaching is. I don't. If I get a client for more than 3 months and we working on the same thing, then you need to find somebody else. That's too long. I get more referrals than reoccurring clients.
Yeah, you should be able to work that one play out by now. 3 months. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
just once every 2 weeks. That play should not be that long, right?
Well, I got one program that's like 3 months long. So I had a couple people do that, and then I got like different packages and different programs. I got to get my website up, but it just depends like what a person is looking for. But like building confidence and self esteem um, in different areas of facets of life, those are programs. I don't do shadow work, but I help you identify things. I don't call it shadow work because we ain't supposed to be doing it, but I help them identify things like troubles, and then that way they can either go to it. Like some people, I coach them into understanding why they need to go to therapy. Like that's my like once I see something and they reluctant, I kind of make it softer or easier for them to go to therapy. So even that, I work with a couple therapists. Well, two of them.
Why are people afraid of therapy?
It's kind of taboo, bro. I mean, especially like in the black community, but not just in the black community, because when people think therapy, they think they crazy. And I'm like, bro, we all crazy. Like,
Well,
to
and
be
I'm
honest,
just not deranged.
some people don't want to share like with a total stranger, but I think it's perfect to share with a total stranger because then they're not. Well, they might judge you, but they're not like what do you call it? They're not biased.
yeah. And think about
Yeah.
this too. Like you paying these people, right? So you paying them for therapy, but what you kind of paying them too is like hush money, like shut up, don't tell my secrets. That's what you kind of paying them
Yeah,
for.
because
It's a
there's a
byproduct of it.
confidentiality there, right?
Yeah, yeah. Even with me coaching,
So
I got a confidentiality slip, that I signed. So if something happened, like especially I'm online, so people are like some people who met me be like, I don't know, man, you might be talking about. I'm like, nah, bro, sign this, and that way you can sue me. That's how confident I am. I ain't about to talk about you. I ain't that damn crazy. I can talk about myself.
I learned that from The Sopranos. Like,
It is
it's
hard to
Stone
find a
Cold
good
gangster.
therapist, though.
You think
Mhm.
so?
Yeah, you have to go through a few because some therapists are like crazier than you.
Man, most therapists got therapists.
Can you imagine
That's
being a therapist,
that.
listening to everybody's
No,
problems?
Yeah,
we do that. We do that every day.
I guess you're right. But yeah, I guess you're right.
but
Sam,
the only difference is that the people are paying them to fix them. We just getting this for free, like
yeah, I don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
right,
We give it to them for free. They still don't listen. So what's the point?
right,
You tell
man.
somebody 1+1 is 3, and they're like, okay, well, I think it's 5. All right, well, then go with your logic. Then see where it take you. Hey.
Let me ask y'all a question because
Mhm.
like that night Dub came on. Can I have said that you are in like I was trying to show him like you drink too much, bro, and I tried to do it in a way it was like respectful and
You did it very well.
Yeah, you did it very well. I wouldn't have been
He
able to do
just
it
ain't
like
catch
that.
it. You told him he's overindulging. You told him he was being gluttonous. Even if you don't view it that way, you told him he was gluttonous. He didn't even catch it. Nah,
He
not when
may have
yeah.
he may have not shown that he caught it, but he caught it. It might be something he would think about later when he's sober.
But see, even with that scenario, right? It allows you to see that, like, yo, something is connecting them to come back. You see what I mean? And that's the thing that I always want people to understand. Like, we may not always hit the nail on the head all the time, but there's a slow movement to where they'll keep coming back. Unless there's somebody like Wild Heart, they'll find their way back. But the depressive state that he's in is going to take you a little bit longer.
Look at the guy that came back last night. the one that was like the one that came before and was like dum 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 dum, and then he came back like acting, you know, acting straight.
Was that the ghost dude?
Yeah.
Oh, cause that's what I'm like, bro.
Jason Bethlehem?
No, it was
Oh.
well, some ghost. That's why
Crucible
I asked him.
Ghost.
Yeah, I was like, was you here before?
Yeah, he's the one that
Yeah.
was acting up before, but he came back
Oh,
knowing that he can't act like that. He was on like at the last part of the stream, and he was like, "I really enjoyed this, or had fun, or something like that." But he came in acting normal.
I like when people act normal.
Even though you ain't normal. That's just
He was
but
behaving. Maybe
that's a
not normal.
beautiful
Maybe
thing.
normal's not the word. He was behaving. But then did you notice
And
he
that's
was like, "Oh, I know you like to debate." Not you word, but he told Ozzy like, I think
Yeah.
he's so used to going into places where it's like debate and fight mode that he's kind of
Mhm.
already like apprehensive on what he says, how he speaks, his own opinion. Because he said, "Well, I don't have proof. I know
that's
you
all
guys. Oh, I shouldn't have brought it up because I don't have proof."
that's all of them though. That's every newcomer that's coming to his thing. And they'll tell you that like over here you don't have to be that defensive and combative. You're going to be heard out, and then you're going to have the conversation to where you are listening to understand, because I'm doing the same to you. So you give it, if I get it, I'll give it. I think that's the one thing that allows Word to be the guy that they're going to turn to because of that reason alone. They'll always come back. You know, like even Wildheart. I don't think he had that much time to speak in his life until he came here. He don't even get to speak on his own channel. He'll play music rather than talk.
The Commander, you've been watching Wild Heart.
No.
His mom is been over there. I don't know, bro. Like everybody's relationship different, though. That shit just kind of weird. Like you 43 years old, bro. Like that, I don't know, man. I love my mama to death. I'm a mama's boy, but I don't know. Too damn, man. Man, he did too. He did some lines in front of her, and she snapped out.
Mm. Well, everyone's dynamic is different. We don't know how he was raised, how she was as a mom, what he went through in his household. He's definitely crying out for help, though.
Mm-hmm.
He crying to Mr. 33 up the other Mr. 33.
Nah, brother. You to meet him at where they at, person. I can't fuck with it, bro. I'm good.
He'll know about this Mr. 33.
Nah, he need to deal with you. Mm-mm. Did you see this was like a year old, Commander, when a lady came on Kendra G and lied about like being married and stuff. She said she was single, then the husband came on there, and then Kendra G. You seen that? And then
well,
they
I've
have
seen a couple like that actually.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the one where her ex-boyfriend came up?
No. Wait, Kendra's ex-boyfriend or whoever the single was?
Kendra's ex-boyfriend.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I didn't see it yet neither. I'm gonna watch it later. I put it in the watch.
So wait, a woman said she was single and she was married?
Yeah, she was really married. She said she was single. And I think the niece of the husband seen it and sent it to him, and then he came up on Kendra's show. I didn't see her episode. I seen when the husband came up and like outed her. And now on my feed it showed one where the lady came back up after her husband came up. So I'm interested to watch that.
Oh my.
Yeah, there's people that come up that are not all the way divorced, but like her rule is that you have to be divorced, completely divorced. If not, she kicks you out.
Is she married?
Is she married? No.
She just broke up with her boyfriend because he was a scammer. And Tasha K outed her ass. And now that she's single. But before Tasha K outed her, she wasn't single.
in the chat,
Wow.
I don't know anything about all this stuff, but in the chat, people will say stuff. Tasha K, and what about your ex-boyfriend? All these things they want her to answer. Sometimes they'll pay for super chats to ask, and then she deletes them. But I haven't looked into what that's all about. It's probably
Tasha K.
messy.
I don't know.
But they go at her because they're like, well, you're not married. You know, like, do you have kids? Like, they just go at her.
I mean, like when you like this whole social media thing, it kind of let people be experts at things. But then when you really look at their credentials, it's cool. Okay, life is experience itself. So you don't have the credentials. So you got to have some type of experience. Oh, now you don't have experience. So now all this shit is hypothetical. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how it becomes. So.
But she makes good points, you know, and then she does say that she does not claim to be an expert or a matchmaker. That's not what she claims to be. But I mean, she's
So she
probably
doing
old enough to have some, you know, world experience.
Mm-hmm. And see,
that's
I
like
don't
tarot
really.
card readers.
Say what?
That's like tarot card readers then.
No, because she's just asking people questions and then referring them to sign up to the app. She's not actually matching people. The people match themselves.
Yeah, see, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't really know. It just sounds like she interviewed people. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
all she
mean.
does.
Yeah, it just sounds like she
You,
interviewed.
me, any of us can do that.
Yeah, I mean, she's not. And then she got an app where people go and find each other. You know, based on. So it's basically like, say, if you had a dating app, but now you have a platform where instead of reading a person's profile, you can kind of get a more in-depth understanding of who the person is. So I think that's fucking genius marketing. The way she
Yeah,
did that, that shit is
I
fucking
like it.
genius. Because other than that, she just have a regular dating app. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like any that shit can turn to something like Plenty of Fish. It just turned into a
Yeah,
hookup app. But by her doing the content, you know, it like creates a decorum for her app too. So like that's why I said it's genius what she doing.
Is there such thing
yeah,
as a dating coach?
Who?
yeah.
To me,
There's
A
dating
that's
dating
coaches.
coach.
idiotic. That's fucking idiotic. I'm sorry.
I'm just
It's
Yeah,
asking
but
idiotic.
some
because
people need dating coaches. You
Why do
just
you need a
why?
why do you need a dating coach?
listen, Coach Word. You just offered your coaching to Mr. 33 in
Yeah,
regards to
I
dating
offer
women.
no, I offer my coaching to transform into an asshole, not to date women, just to
But
help them
but
train.
but that's oh, okay. So
So like
not to date women?
now listen to this. This is why I say it's asinine to have a dating coach. What is dating? What is the purpose of dating?
Getting to know people?
Why do you need a coach to
Yeah.
get to know somebody?
But I think it's more than that, right? It's more than
That's
that.
because people make dating more than that. You know, people
No, but
dating and having sex.
people don't need a coach to get to know someone. They need coaching like maybe on their
To get,
self-esteem or how to
to get
approach
to know
things or like
themselves,
yeah,
right?
to get to know themselves and like improve themselves so that they can go out there and conquer.
But that's not a dating coach then. That's just a life
That's a
coach.
therapist.
But if somebody
Well,
comes to you with that in mind, like, hey, like this is what I want. I want whatever, dating coach or like I want to find a partner, a wife,
if
and
you
I'm having trouble. I don't know what the problem is.
you work on yourself. You don't work like 'cause think about this. A lot of times with these dating coaches, what they do is build people up with false personas. They get them to act. Well, if you want a girl, you got to do this, you got to do that. And the problem is they can do it, but they don't be consistent in it because it's just something they doing to get something. So once they get it, guess what? They ain't doing no more. So
Mm,
you need a coach to build you up in those areas. You know, build yourself
Mm.
up so you can attract what you want. That's my advice. Like when people ask me about dating coaches, no, let's work on you and make and build you into the type of person that attracts the type of person you want versus you trying to be something that you're not. No, let's just make you that.
Yeah, there
Focus
was a
on
girl
you.
that would do that. She would be
Yeah,
like, okay, this is what you want. Okay, you have to, what are you offering? Okay, you have to work on that.
yeah.
Even like self-care, like even helping them like how to dress or get a haircut. I mean, these are obvious things, but not everybody knows how to dress themselves. And that will turn off a woman. Maybe not all women, but we've already seen a lot of women do get turned off.
Wow.
I let my
Y-
wife
Oh.
like pick my clothes up. Well, just buy them and I wear them.
My husband would never let me buy his clothes. I mean, I might get away with like one thing here or there, maybe. But not really
Not
though.
an
He may
outfit?
never wear it.
No,
Nah, he
I
gonna
ain't
wear
gonna
it. He
lie.
gonna wear it because he brought it.
Nah, my ex-girlfriends, my ex-wife, nah, they buy me crazy. Like, bro, fuck, I look like wearing orange. I ain't wearing pink. Nah, bro. You want to buy me
Purple?
these little short shorts? I like purple. I like powder purple. I can wear that. I used to get like, them polo shirts. My shoulders sticking up. Polo sign be on my damn neck. I like those. Yeah,
I
I
like the
can go
color red
purple.
on men, but I know that can't be
Yeah.
worn in certain places.
Oh man, I don't care.
Yeah.
I wear red. That's mainly what I wear. My main colors. If you look, the only thing I wear is red, black, and white. Really, brown. I got some purple. Other than that, it's red, black, and white.
Mm.
I don't live on the West Coast though. I stay in Detroit, so I can
What's
wear it.
that?
Right. But yeah, I think some people do need some coaching, but I think there are people that maybe scam or take advantage. Like there
Oh,
was
definitely.
was it Andrew? I think it was Andrew Tate or somebody else I saw that had like a whole camp, like
Yeah,
pay thousands of dollars and we're gonna go out and do whatever, make y'all men.
that fresh and fit shit. All that shit trash, man. What's his name too? Cooley, the Fugazi, all them dudes, man. Like they ain't even like the way they talk and stuff. That y'all ain't even real. Y'all not. This is not how y'all live your real life, bro.
They do it for clout. Well, what's the coolie guy? Yeah, they said they bust him down.
Man, he
They
like,
said
bro.
he
That's what I'm
was
saying. Like, he ain't no different from Umar. But this how slow people is, bro. Like even like with DJ Academics, people still support them. That's why I say most people are shit. I'm gonna send you something. It's part of a Gnostic tech. I think you'll be interested in it. I meant to send it to you earlier. I just remember when I was talking about like sheep people. But yeah, most people are sheep, bro. And like you see people like Dr. Umar, for instance. This man is a child psychologist telling people and criticizing people on how to raise their kids, but he can't raise his own. Like, make that make sense. You got people like
that's
Cooley saying single mothers are recreational use only, and you dating and impregnated a single mother. You created a single mother, first of all, because you got a kid outside of the relationship you're in now. But then you date a single mother, give her kids, and don't even marry her.
Or is that who he was dating currently?
Yeah,
Or
he
that's in the
dating
past?
no, he's dating like he had one kid and now he's dating a woman who had two kids and he had a kid by her and he's not married to her. So he
So how
telling
many
the
kids
He's
do
the
you
man
have?
baby mom.
he
He's
got
got two kids total?
he got two kids, but with her two kids, now he got he ain't married
Four.
to her, but technically he's four. But you
Because I was
not
gonna say
He got
if
too
it's in
many.
his past, then it's his past. And maybe he's learned from it and he's a new person and now he's teaching people. But no, you're talking about this is his present life.
no, this is present life. Like I think and then he say marriage like this stop letting people like mysticize people with words and shit. This motherfucker said, "I'm not getting married because of the court." Like the what? How did he try to present it? The law incentivizes women to get a divorce and take all the man's money. I'm like, bro, you know how stupid you sound? Do you know how alimony works? A woman has not to be working to get that for at least 2 years. That's how alimony works. But
Or you
you
could do
know
a
how
prenup.
child exactly you get things to protect you from that. But when you talk about child support, hell nah, bro. That's a whole you. So you willing to put a kid into a woman, but you ain't willing to marry her. That's backwards, bro.
What he say?
And he was like, "Oh, every time people bring that up, he'd be like, "Oh no, the law incentivizes women to leave men." I'm like, "That okay? Same thing with child support. Same thing. You have better luck not paying alimony than you will be paying child support."
So he's not confident that a woman will stay with him.
Exactly, because he ain't shit.
So he
And they
wants the
try to,
woman not to have the financial incentive to leave. He wants to keep her stuck to him for the money.
but he dumb because she has it with the kid.
Right, the
She has
kid
it with,
automatically ties them together.
yeah.
Because what's worse, having a woman stay with you because of money and comfort and not leave you? That's kind of like you're holding them a little hostage. I mean, it's her choice, but do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People just
Backward.
I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong either way. I'm not saying someone has to get married.
If you gonna have a kid, I mean, that's why, like me personally, like just watching everything around me, observing. That's why I didn't have no kid. Even my first marriage, my ex-wife was like, "Let's have a baby." I'm like, "Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no, hell to the no, no." Bro, I hate them notes, boy. You got me bent. Nah, bro. I ain't been attached to you for 18 years. I'm good. Nope, it ain't
but
gonna
it's
work.
but it can be longer than that though. That's what I'm saying. Like
It's
well, it
life.
should be longer. Yeah, life that until you no longer exist or the child. Well, knock on wood, the child don't exist. It's
Man, my
gonna
dad
be. It's
got
gonna
six.
be that way.
My dad got 6 kids by 4 women. Like my sister. Look, man, my whole family petty, bro. My aunt, she older, and this my oldest uncle's wife. She used to be a narcotics detective. She went undercover. Now she like older and sick. So now she's just like, but she got that fire where she say whatever the fuck she want to say when she want to say it. So at my sister wedding, she go up to my dad like at the reception. She go up to my dad like, "How does it feel to have all your baby mamas in one room?"
I had a punch in her face.
Savage.
Oh shit! Oh
How does it feel to
shit,
get
bro!
out of my face?
Bro. Hey man, I'm telling you, bro, my family petty as hell, man. Like, bro, we always
Uh,
like I was drinking a beer, bro. I spit that shit out like, oh my god, she just said that. But my auntie ain't got no filter, bro. She said whatever the hell she want.
She
She
wasn't. Was she just being like? She's just joking,
no,
or
she
she
was
was
just
being
being
petty?
herself. No, she was just being that's just her. Like when because I wear my eye patch. I usually wear like my eye patch at night or early in the morning because of the bright lights that take my eyes to so anyway, just the last time I went down there for my cousin's funeral and I didn't have my glasses then. Um not the glasses I got, I had an old script. So I mean it was okay, but it didn't really do nothing. Anyway, so I walk in the house and people like my dad, he tried to help me and shit. I'd be like, "Man, move, I'm good. I can move around." And she was just staring at me. I was like, "Hey, auntie," I got up and hugged her. And she said, "What the hell wrong with you, boy? You can't see you walking around here like Captain Hook." I was like, Hook ain't even have an iPad.
Oh, she's that
I'm
one
like,
aunt. Yeah.
yeah, I got like 4, like mom, that's my dad's side. And that's
She's
like
a
married
roaster.
in. Yeah, like my dad's siblings are like super reserved. Like a lot of them are military and they just like super reserved. Like especially the female, except for my aunt sis, but she got older, so she kind of calmed down. But my mom's side, oh no, man, them the roasters, everything. Like we talk shit over there. We talk shit. I be roasting their old ass now. I be like, don't fall and break a hip because I ain't picking you up. Well, you can't see to pick me up anyway. My aunt, I told my aunt, I was like, why don't you come up here and stay with me for a while? Because like her husband died, she in the house alone. So I was just trying to get her up here, and you know, I said, why don't you come up here? She said, I don't want to get in the way. I said, you'll be helping me out. She said, nephew, I ain't coming up there taking care of your ass. You better get a big marker and write everything big so you can understand it. I'm like, you know what?
Oh shit.
Hey, she's honest. I like it. She's honest.
Man, they be, boy, I'm telling you.
That's funny.
She was like, you ain't got enough
That's
weed for the both of us. I'm like, what? She's like, I'm smoke all your shit. Like, no, you ain't.
damn.
Oh man, Monty. I
You know
love
what?
my baby.
When you said that some of your family members are military and they're like reserved or whatever, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea like a men's boot camp? Like some of the men that are willing, that are having trouble, put them through a little boot camp.
But that's I
My
think that's the problem. They
Well,
want to come through. Like even when we have the conversations, right? Like
mm.
we attract more of the women than the men.
You know what it is too is a lot of it. Like two of my mentors told me, even my wife, my mom, everybody always tell me they say you too reserved. They told me to be more authentic. But I don't even know how to explain it. Like when I'm on here is like I don't want to say I'm like passive. I'm just more like relaxed on here. Like in real life is like everything is like is more crucial if I can. So it's like I'm way more intense in real life. Like especially when it's stuff to get done, I'm super intense. Like my wife, that the whole like the reason she started calling me an asshole because I was training her, and it's like it's boots to the flow. So they was like, you too reserved on here, you too, get into people's ass, and I'm like, bro, I ain't about because like in real life, it's consequences and repercussions when you face to face with somebody. On here, it's just talking tough. I ain't about to be going back and forth with these people. I'd rather just, deal with the
they
people that's listening.
they want you to be like a Dr. Phil.
Mm.
So I think Dr. Phil tells people like it is.
Now that's I guess I can do that. Just tell people like it is what it is. But then it's like I don't judge people. Like in real life, I just won't fuck with you. I don't think you valuable. I just won't fuck with you. I don't
But
feel like
that's
I
when
need
people gonna think it's gonna be criticism and they're not gonna take it as correction. See, that's the problem too.
yeah.
I think
Ego,
Word just doesn't think it's
ego
worth the
gets in the
trouble.
way.
That's all. It's not worth it.
Yeah, like it's not it's like it's a waste of my time. I just feel like when people don't listen, I get irritated. Like if I'm trying to help you and you're not listening, then it's like, what the fuck am I talking to you for? Like I'm very like when I get blunt, I'm blunt. Like um, you know what I'm saying? But that's not my like on here. I don't feel like it's. I don't want to say serious, but on here it's like I'll be talking to somebody one day and then I never see them again. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't feel like it's a
It's not that serious.
yeah. I don't feel like it's that serious. And then like most people come on here with the intention to argue anyway. Like even talking to Dub, like people getting blistered and drunk, and then it's like people so sensitive and shit. Like if I tell it like it is, then people like, oh, like bruh, no, I'm just being real. Well, what makes you better? Because I'm doing better, motherfucker. That's what makes me better. And I ain't doing the shit
Because
you doing.
well, to be honest, when you understand, when you hear the story, you should be able to tell if they're oh shit their class is going to be higher than yours, right? Like let's just be honest, right? If people are people really dating to what is their purpose of dating? Are they dating? What is their point, right? If you just dating to see where it goes, that don't make sense. Your goal should be to get married. I would hope, but
Yeah.
I don't even think people dating for that intention no more,
Nah.
or with that intention. Excuse me.
A lot of people date for convenience.
They just date because they want to have a man. Just like most women want to. Well, I believe most women just want the title and not the role.
A lot of people are busy and they
So
don't even have time for like a relationship. They just want someone to go out with, like when
Have
it's
fun with.
convenient to
call,
them.
call your peoples. Call your people. Call your peoples.
Call your people.
No, I'm serious because if somebody's dating with intent and you talking about you ain't got no time, there's no need to string the person along.
Do I look Chinese? I can't open my eyes.
No, I
No,
don't even know. I can't even see you well. I look Chinese.
you
No, I'm just saying, like my
like me.
eyes. I'm looking like my eyes look like it's barely open. I can see out of it.
You like Slick Rick.
I was almost on the Fresh Prince. Like that's
Without
not
the
slick.
Kango.
I got a
Without the
Kango.
Kango.
Got a couple Kangos. I just don't feel like going in the room.
Most
Yeah,
of the
but
time,
see,
I think
that's
your eyes are closed because
I mean,
the light
they,
bothers you.
yeah, it's like my eyes go real low. The brighter the light, my eyes start. They do it by themselves. The mother's like on automatic timing and shit. They just.
damn.
I'm getting old. The
That's
body
crazy.
just do what it's supposed to do. I don't even think about it no more.
That's crazy. But you know,
Hey,
yeah,
everybody's
I
gonna get
just think,
old.
yeah. But you got to learn how to take care of yourself before you get old. I think that's the problem. We just think because we 20 ain't nothing gonna happen. It's not gonna affect us when we 40. Because
I'll be
man
honest.
told us a lot.
I'll be honest with you. The only reason I'm in the condition I'm in now is because I did take care of myself. That's the
Really?
only reason, bro. That's the only reason. Bro, I was a vegan for like 6 years. I worked out like twice a day for like 12, 13 years, bro. Like,
But they
this
say
is the
veganism
longest I
is
didn't
not good for
exercise.
you.
Because people don't know how to do it, bro. Man, I was on some shit, bro. I was eating bee pollen. Like, I was getting all the protein I need. You can get protein out of gonzo beans, chickpeas. I ain't
But
messing
they
with no
say the
bullshit.
protein is different. Like there's
Yeah,
a
it
doctor
is.
here
It's
online who
cleaner.
says that the protein is different and you do need some other type of protein from meat.
Yeah, because this is what happens. Like, think about this though. Proteins from animal, you're eating dead meat. When you eat proteins from vegetables, it's live. It's something that was living. You know, I ate a lot of like raw food. Like, I ain't gonna say a lot, but I ate a lot of raw food. I ate fish too. You know, I ate a lot of salmon. But I literally felt like I very rarely got sick in that 6 years. Very rarely. I'd probably be sick for a day or two. I
Hmm.
didn't have too much mucus in my body at all. I drank all alkaline water. Anything I made my tea or juice, it was all alkaline. My ice cubes was alkaline. I used to test my spit. People be like, "Oh, alkaline is the more alkaline, the less acidic you are." So even working out with a more alkaline pH, I didn't have a lot of lactic acid. So it's benefits of alkaline. I ain't gonna say it's the end all be all, but acidic mucus can expand in acidic, but it can't. Mucus can't even grow in an alkaline environment. So
Yeah,
just
that's
that
true.
is. I still drink alkaline. I still drink all alkaline water. And I think I'm probably, if I test it, I'd probably be like maybe a 7, because I drink coffee now. I didn't drink coffee. I drink all tea, all straight herbs, like no tea bags or nothing. I made all my tea. I used to sell them. Like people used to buy that. I used to have like mason jars and take it to work. People were like, let me taste that. Like, oh, let me buy it. Sell a big ass mason jars of tea for $10. My juices, I juice. So I mean, a lot of people. I mean, once your body get accustomed to something, to readjust it is a shock. But yeah, that meat protein from meat. Think about it. Some of the biggest animals are herbivores. How they get their protein? We're
Mm.
getting our protein from cows and stuff. Where cows don't eat meat.
Yeah, they get it. Yeah, they get
Good
it from
point.
grass.
And I'm
But
telling you,
that's
bee
why.
pollen, that's a hack, man. I promise you, bee pollen is a hack. And I'm allergic to bees, but I'm allergic to the sting, but not the pollen. So that bee pollen, I used to put that in my juice as a pre-workout. It's packed with the most complete protein you can eat.
I
Or
heard a
consume.
panel talking about eating local honey, like
Yeah,
introducing local honey.
yeah.
Guess what? What's her name? Melanie Cosmic Fox.
Mm-hmm.
She jumped up. All of a sudden, she appeared on that channel and jumped up on panel and was arguing with them about the holistic
Local honey.
approach.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
about local honey, holistic approach, like all those kind of type of things. She was arguing with them. It was funny.
I want to show you a common denominator with a lot of people, and it's just something for y'all to look out for. When people are so eager and ready to debate, remember, I always tell you, whatever inside of you is gonna come out. A lot of those people are, and they tell you eventually. You talk to them long enough, they broken people, but they what they're doing is seeking validation. If they're right about something, that's a win for 'em. But when they turn this off and they're alone, they don't like their life. They don't like it,
Yeah.
But what are
unfortunately.
they seeking validation for? To see that they seeking validation that they broke? I'm trying to
No,
understand.
Maybe they
the
just want to be
whole
right about something.
it's the argument itself. So the argument is
Mm.
them releasing a lot of that anger and frustration within them. And once they win the argument, like I said, it's like an accomplishment. That's like if somebody was pissed off and went outside and punched somebody in the mouth. Yeah, you feel good in a minute because you release some of that stress and anger, but that shit's still in you. So people not doing it physically anymore; they're doing it verbally.
Mm. What's wrong with these people? But that goes to the concept of them wanting to be right.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you want to be right, you ain't. Are you really coming to a resolution or solution? Like it don't make sense. If it's right, everybody could like agree. I mean, you can agree when somebody's right. It just seems like unanimous when it's right. I hope I'm saying it right, but I
It
just think
wasn't even
if it
really
goes
anything
that
to be
way,
debated. Because, I feel like we were all learning about like what plants and what herbs to eat and what things are good for what. And like there was no need to argue. There was no need to jump on panel and then like argue a different point of view about like pharmaceuticals and modern medicine and how that
Well,
should be first. And yeah.
like the one day she jumped on my panel and she was like, I think, what did she say? I think it's irresponsible or something to tell people they can think and be better. Because what about people with chronic pain? And she got into the secret. I'm like, look, man,
Oh,
it
that's
don't
what she
work
told
for
these
you.
people, that they were being irresponsible for telling people
Yeah,
about these herbs and things that.
like so. This is this is an easy way to shut people down like that. Well, what do you do in life, and how is that working out for you? Share some of your experience. Share it. Share it. Let's see how well your life is from your ideology of it. Let's see. Can you show me the results of whatever your ideology of life is? Most people can't do it because you know why? They life fucking suck, and they don't know what the fuck to
damn,
do. I'm just being
Damn.
honest.
damn.
They life fucking suck, and
You
they don't
on
know what to
time
do
out.
with
Fly on the plane.
it. So they come over and argue with everybody else about this and about that. But what are you doing in life? I used to say, well, I smoke weed and work and barely got no shot against her, but I'm saying like, yeah, your life sucks, man. But what are you doing to make it better? Coming online, arguing with people, or are you trying to? Why don't you try practicing some of these things that all these people is telling? It's just, I mean, what works for Commander might not work for Word, but it might work for Gary. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it's
even
not like
though,
a fix all everyone.
yeah,
It's like for the people it's going to work for, great. Yeah, there's certain people it's not going to work for. It might be impossible. Okay. What?
Yeah, just
But
try it. Don't
like
don't knock it till you try it.
I'm trying to make this AI video now, but I say this often, right? Um, People are going down the same road, but they're using different vehicles. So we can all get to the same place, if that's health, well-being, success in life. But Gary may need to take a scooter. Commander may can take a plane. Maybe I can take a motorcycle or a car. Maybe Gary get in a dump truck. Maybe
I'm gonna
Commander
jump
get in
on
a
a
Corvette.
bird.
You see what I'm saying? But we going to the same place. It's just different vehicles. So somebody might use spirituality. Somebody might be an atheist. Somebody, whatever works for you, that's your vehicle. So if I sit up here and say, "Oh, Gary, look at your dump truck. I'm in the Corvette," and Gary just focused on his travel, I'm probably gonna run into somebody because I'm looking at him criticizing what he doing instead of keeping my eye on what I need to do and go forward.
Cussing me out. Yep. Look at that dumb mother.
Right.
Look at that.
That's how
Look at
people
that
do, but they
dumb
might
mother.
be shit. It's like you telling somebody else is irresponsible or wrong for doing something. Do you know what's right? For you to say something wrong, you should know what's right. Give a person the right way. Oh, you can't. You know why? Because your life is shit. So just shut up. Just shut up. That's why I say everybody ain't qualified to speak. Just because you know big words and concepts and information, ain't none of that shit doing nothing for your life though. So like it don't. I'm not impressed.
But
I'm
Lord,
impressed by
that's
results.
disingenuous. I'm just kidding. I think that's one of the favorite words.
Mhm.
You're disingenuous. That's disingenuous. Guess what? Not
Why does
everything
every
is.
debater use that word? Every debater that came up, they use that word disingenuous.
Because they just found it in
Why?
the source. They just found it in the thesaurus. Well, no, it's
It's like the word of the month.
well, like certain words had like that's why you have synonyms, right? So this is one of the biggest things too, right? When y'all dealing with people on here. Just dealing with people with vocabulary. Look for this. One meaning can have multiple words, but the word itself triggers. So a lot of times when people use words like even when I use think about when I use unscrupulous, right? When I say, oh, this person is unscrupulous, it hit different than I say this person has no morals. Right. So like certain words have an emotional trigger to it. And disingenuous is passive aggressive. So think about how it feels when somebody being passive aggressive at you. Like, motherfucker, what you trying to say? Versus somebody just saying some shit and you like, okay, like being more when a person is aggressive, you know where they're coming from. When a person is being passive aggressive, it is like you're getting hit, but you can't hit back.
Like
So
saying you're disingenuous is like calling you fake. Like you're being fake.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? But it's passive aggressive though. You're not saying fake. You're just saying, yeah, you're disingenuous. That's passive aggressive, just versus saying you fucking fake. So
Like what you're
Damn,
saying is a scam.
yeah, and
you're a fraud.
That's what it felt like what she was saying. She was saying like what you're saying is kind of like a scam.
and that's how you can oppose your will on someone without looking aggressive to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine if she said fake, crowd be like, oh well, we know her. She not fake. She's not none. But by saying disingenuous, the person she talking to feel it, but the crowd will be like, oh okay, yeah, well that's not bad.
Well, it's
So
pretty
it's,
smart.
bro, I'm telling you, like these. That's why, like when I be talking to people, I be like, man, y'all don't know who the fuck y'all talking to. I done broke your ass down the first 3 sentences. Stop playing with me. Like,
It's pretty smart. You don't create a riot. You
yeah.
say the words that keep you on panel just enough to not get kicked out.
And this is how you set people up for the gaslighting. That's how you set them up.
Good
So like
Lord.
really look for the passive aggressive. That's why it's important. That's why I always tell y'all word selection. And pay attention to the words people select. Can they have used a different phrase? Could they have said it different? Could they have, and like when you start breaking that down, you start understanding the intent of a person. So once I see somebody come in trying to be passive aggressive, then I understand like their intent is on some bullshit. And
She made
I
good
can
points
use
though. She did. She made good points.
versus the holistic aspect.
No, when she was talking about like there's some people that their circumstances are just they're not able to get out of where they're at. Like hearing you is like like almost like promising something to them, but we're obviously not promising anything.
I'm not talking to
Like
them
how
people.
she was saying, there's some people that just can't manifest. They just can't
And I'm,
manifest their way out of the hood.
yeah,
But
and I'm not talking to them. You see, I can only speak to people who can achieve what I'm saying. And I understand that when I talk, but if that's the case, I wouldn't even offer the information if I thought about the people who couldn't do it. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking to people. Like anything I talk about, I'm talking to people who's willing to try versus people who already defeated. People can't do stuff because 9 times out of 10, they don't do it. Like we not. When it comes to adults, I'm not talking to kids, but an adult. I don't think if anything an adult can't do if they put their mind to it.
Yeah,
I
And
they'll
was
put the
maybe
thinking
effort into it.
how she was talking about like her financial situation and things like that. I was thinking if she's on here speaking for hours, like you can have a job, like speaking on
mhm,
the phone, working from home, doing something on the phone or on the internet. She speaks
you
very
can.
well. She comes across well, like
Why don't you
eloquent,
go
or
to
I don't know.
school? Go to school and get a better job. Go pick up a trade. Go invest. Is you smoking weed, bro? You working whatever job you got, probably some fast food restaurant, and you make enough to smoke weed.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I think word froze. Gary, if you have
He
to kick
froze
us
up.
out, do it. If you gotta go,
I
you
gotta
kick
kick
us
you
out,
off.
okay?
Don't do this. This is my show now.
I'm just saying, I don't want to overstay. Um,
Oh no, no, but that's why I was saying earlier. Like sometimes, like when it's just like us three, like when you just having the conversation, it's more of a learning or a learning session than anything, right? We like it's like we're building. It's not even about coming to a solution. We're building. It's a different aspect, and you can apply that to any aspect of life. So that's why I don't really have the problem of having a conversation like that. He updating his internet. I knew something was wrong because he was just sitting there looking like Slick Rick the ruler,
looking frozen.
but he looking
Yeah.
frozen.
I think
Elsa,
people have
shout out to
skills.
Elsa.
They have skills that they don't realize they might not realize that they have. Like there's people that think they can't be a service to others because they have a handicap or whatever it might be, and they don't realize they have skills. There's a lot of good that they can do. They just have to have a little bit of confidence, maybe a little guidance, maybe
And that's
find different ways.
and that's the thing, right? Like we can have the conversation, right? But I have to be open and accepting of what you're telling me, right? It's just like when you say, "Yo, you need to you need to change your the picture," right? And I'm like, "Okay, sure, why not?" So I just go ahead and did it, and then you understand that there's no harm in trying what's the suggestion. When you
Yeah,
don't try it, you look goofy because you didn't try it. Like what was the harm in you trying it? What is the harm in you accepting the conversation or accepting the advice? When you don't
yeah,
accept the advice, then you look not only do you look goofy, you look disrespectful because somebody took the time and effort to say, you know what, I think this may work for you if you apply it. And once it is applied, then you know you could say if it worked or not. But once you just disregard the advice, then you know that's problematic because you disrespecting the person that's giving it to you, and you disrespecting yourself because you make yourself look like a shallow person when you don't accept the advice.
Yeah. What up, word?
Yeah, my internet had to it do updates every day for some reason. Or the router, whatever that thing.
Nah, you know, we were just talking about, the advice aspect and why, because sometimes we get to see it's really hard when you see the potential that other people don't see. I think that's where I know that's why I get in trouble at. I'm pretty sure Word may agree with it, right? Because you see the potential in people, and you do so much to pull it out, and then it just become aggravating because they make you look delusional, like you don't have that talent or that gift, and they just do what the hell they want to do. So that's when you got to shut it down. Like, all right, well, I'll holler at you later.
Mhm.
So that's just the uniqueness of having that vision and having that view of people and surroundings and things like that. When you have it and then you feel like it's a waste of a thing, you get more annoyed than the person that you think got it. You know what I mean? So like, man,
Mhm.
I can't stand that mother. Look, that's what makes a person mad. Like, that's what makes me mad. Like, damn, you got all the potential. I don't even want to fucking talk to you after this, man. You suck. Like,
Mm.
because it'd be
But
like,
see,
yo, you
having
got
potential.
everything you need.
But see, that's the thing too. A lot of people got potential, but they lack the component to actually bring the potential into existence, like will, confidence, self-esteem. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you ain't got there's more than that. But just those three things, the potential is useless. It's like having a ketchup in your refrigerator and ain't no ketchup in it. So you just made some fries. And you look at the bottle like, man, the bottle was there and the fries is done. You go squirt the ketchup, it ain't no ketchup. Then you looking around like, what else I can use? Oh, the barbecue sauce.
Nothing but air.
Go get the barbecue sauce. Nothing in there. Fucking, I'm gonna just use some Dijon mustard. You know, I'm bougie. I got that Dijon. Squirt that,
He
All
nothing
got
in
about the
great
there.
ranch.
quality.
Ain't got no ranch.
He got great
You ain't
quality.
got no ranch. You ain't got no hot sauce. All you got is mayo.
Mayo.
It is not even. It's not even mayonnaise. It's not even Miracle Whip. It's actual mayo. That's all you got, man. That's all they got is mayo. Let me say. Let me. I can't use that because somebody used that as a racist term. So I can't use that.
Well, the point is, you gotta take your ass to the store and get the ingredients you need,
Mm-hmm.
because you ain't investing in yourself. You probably
Don't go to the
or
store. Come to Coach D. I got you. I got all the condiments. I got the sauce, bro. I got the sauce. I got all the condiments.
I'm straight. I'm straight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I said. This like I said. Like I was. Oh, I know what I was saying now. I was telling Commander, this is one of the times where we can build. Right. It's not even about coming to a solution. It's just about building. Right. The building, the foundation, it can get you to where you need to get to go as far as the resolution. You just got to start from somewhere. Right now, we're just building. So I don't mind this at all. It's funny because
Yeah,
if I wasn't up here, me and Word would probably be doing this anyway. It wouldn't even matter.
yeah,
You would be doing
yeah. We do this,
it.
and that's the beautiful thing, though, bro. It's like you build so you can create the stuff. Like think of a foundation. You can't build nothing off without a foundation. So it's important to
Yep.
build the foundation with the people that you want to build a structure with. So when people say building, a lot of times they try to start with the damn top. Like, no, let's start on the bottom, man. Let's get to know each other. Let's get comfortable with one another. Because guess what? Shit gonna happen. And when the shit happen, we already got that foundation where we like, okay, yeah, we can weather the storm, because we got a solid foundation. That's the
Yeah.
importance of like building, the foundation first versus the other parts or components. So you need these conversations. You get more insight and understanding of people, how people are, man. That's why I accept everybody for who they is, bro. And I do that because that's the only way you gonna deal. You have to accept me. I ain't right sometimes. Sometimes I
Yeah.
name myself poor little Tink Tink. Okay? That's just what it is. A poor little Tink Tink. Some days the straw in my head suck out enough juice when I'm normal. Some days it don't. Sometimes it take out too much. I mean, I'm like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
Okay. Okay.
I'm fine.
Bub.
I'm just talking
Yeah,
shit.
we
Bro. I'm,
about to
I'm
get out of
mainly
here.
consistent. Get off here. What you talking about? We're on until 5, bro.
Huh?
Oh
What you say?
man,
He said, huh?
that hole, that hose almost came on. I got a hole in my mouth. When he did it, that shit almost came on my nose, bro.
Yo,
He was like, huh?
see,
I had to pull from the back of my throat, like, oh shit. I had
I
mist
didn't even
all
hear
over
what he
my
said. The
nose,
Timu kicked in. That's
bro.
the crazy part. The Timu kicked in. I thought he said 5. Like 5 what?
That's what I said.
5 what? That's what you said?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yo, we
thought he
ain't
said
making.
we're gonna be here till 5 in the morning.
Hey, we only got 3 more hours. We good.
See, I told you that Timu
I'm
kicked in. I'm
talking
like,
shit.
what the hell's 5?
I was
He
supposed to
talking about he
record a
tired
video,
of
man.
people
I'm
stay
about
to
to take
5.
my ass to sleep. Mhm.
I know you is.
Yeah,
I know you is. That's why I told Commander I ain't gotta kick nobody off. We're gonna fall asleep on panel. Word sleeps.
mm-hmm.
But nah,
That's one thing I want.
I ain't
My bad.
word. Nah, no, go ahead. You good. I ain't dealing with you though, cause you crazy. This don't be deranged.
No,
I
I'm
can deal with
weird. Like
crazy.
Commander
Deranged, I
said,
can't deal with it.
I ain't even crazy.
So
I'm just weird, bro. I'm just weird, man. I take that title, Commander.
Do either of you guys drink energy drinks?
I don't.
no,
Unless you count
I don't
coffee.
even drink coffee.
Oh, that's good.
I don't even drink coffee.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee
I'm
either.
natural.
Makes me sleepy.
I drink tea only when I'm sick.
Hmm.
But other than that, I wouldn't do none of that. I don't do none of that. I get up happy. I get up saying to myself, what can I do? What can I do to better a day? Even if it's somebody else's. Like even like if I'm down, I'm still looking for somebody to better a day. That's why I love Dee Dee, because Dee Dee be just putting stuff up there and I'd be like, that's crazy, because she just sacrificed her little time and just try to say, hey, have a good day to somebody. And I'm like, damn, I can do that. So I try to do
Man,
that.
Didi is amazing. Didi is
And that's
awesome. She's amazing.
but that's why I be
Yeah,
saying,
she's a
like,
good girl.
sometimes it's the smallest of things that make the biggest impact, right? And that's why, I could come to words and say, you know what, I understand the process of a better you is a better us. That's why I said I'm a gamma, because I don't need to be in charge of nothing. Because if the goal, if our goal is the same, there is no lead. It's no leader per se, because we're all doing what we need to do. If he's gonna be Coach D, even though I don't like it, be Coach D. I'm still gonna be me. I'm gonna be Mr. 33. Commander's gonna be shooting people out of the count, out of the chat.
We don't even
Where
have
you at?
trolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It ain't
So if
fun.
that's the case, then right. So we now you just that's why you got HR. You got 2 jobs.
It
So
ain't fun to
you
troll
straight.
me. Have you seen when people try to troll me? Oh man, that should be fun.
It's
I
been a
love to
while.
troll. I love to troll.
It's
I
been a
know
while since
exactly
somebody
who's
tried to do
trolling me
anything.
too. Bro, that's the crazy part. I know each name. I know exactly it was two people. I know
Exactly.
exactly who they are about what they was typing. Exactly who they were. And then when I said that shit, you see they stopped fucking typing.
I think that's like weird. Like it's pointless. Like to go into someone's chat with another name to say the things that you can't say with your real name. I guess it makes them feel better, but it's I
They
don't know. I
think
think
they're
it's weird.
anonymous. They think they're
And
anonymous, and they think
then
they cute with it. Yeah. Put a name on that thing. Yeah, but everybody's tough, but they doing anonymous things. This is what I say. It's a lot of people work. It's a lot of people think they got demons, they got legions in them. They suck. I'm just saying, y'all just be doing some straight
Like
you,
there's
nonsense.
things that sometimes I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it. But I'm not gonna go get another account to say it. Like what?
but this is the funny thing. People don't understand that we all are habitual creatures. So like after looking like just you know how they say you can't tell from typing. That's not true because I learned like just sentence structure, word selection. People don't really go out of their comfort zone, especially when they communicating. You know, people like to be comfortable communicating because they want to convey their feelings and thoughts. So just looking at
Yep.
certain words people use and the way they structure it, and that's why I was like, I was looking like, go ahead and keep typing. I need to see two more words. Yep, I know who you are. And when I
Yeah, they
said it,
say
they
you
hopped
can tell.
down.
They say you can tell. I think people would definitely be able to tell if it was me because it's a certain way that each person kind of types in the
Yeah,
chat.
you just
But
got
the
to be
thing is, like,
I
observant.
wouldn't know about that.
I don't pay attention to. I probably wouldn't know. Like, if a troll, I probably wouldn't know. But I'm thinking, like, whatever the trolls say, or let's say it's me and I want to say something. I know the person's not gonna care anyway. So why would I go in another account and then say it? They don't care. They're not gonna care. They're just gonna kick the person out. Like they think they're
Right.
gonna hurt your feelings or they're gonna like expose you or something, but did it really? No.
Like that one troll I had that came in, it was like, you replaced all your day ones. I'm like, I already know who you is. Like, I already know who you is. You complain about some personal
Damn.
shit. You feel left out. Like you mad because I
Yeah.
ain't select you. When I started saying that shit, they was like they stopped typing like, no, come back. Where you at? Type some
Where
more.
you
What else
at?
did I do? I changed up. I told you I changed up. I'm gonna keep changing. I'm gonna evolve. I'm gonna get better. So yeah.
But what
What
did that
else?
help them? Like what did that make them feel better? Like to get it off their chest to say something to you? Like
They thought that was gonna make them
it helped
feel better.
nothing. It did
Right.
nothing.
Then nothing but put
Stop
their ass
looking.
right back in their place.
Yeah, they sitting there looking for selfish gratifications. That's stupid. I don't listen. Everybody want to be satisfied. I just get more. I get more satisfaction when somebody else succeeds. I'm just sometimes I think that's another. I'm just too selfless. I think Commander was right now. I'm sitting there thinking about it.
And
I'm too
you know what?
selfless.
Now look,
Too
that
nice.
33 energy, bro. You gotta.
Yeah,
That's
it
one
is.
thing
It
yeah,
is.
I'm still
I'm,
working on that, bro. Because I
I'm
find
about to
myself in
multiply that.
instances. Yeah.
When
I
Gary
I'm
says
find
about
my,
to
he
multiply
supports
that by
people,
two.
he supports people on channels.
unconditionally.
I'm like, what? Nah, I'm not wasting my time.
Gary support people
Like
unconditionally.
I am not.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-mm.
I do, and
Like if
I'm
they kicked
learning.
you
Like,
out, like if they kicked you out, you're gonna still go and be nice and support them and hit the like
Hmm.
that.
I,
That's too nice.
I told you, the people that block me, I ain't like, I didn't unsubscribe to them. I go in there, hit the like button, and keep it moving. I don't care.
Like
I
this
mean, if I
man's too
enjoyed their
nice.
content, I would.
Nah, I
If they
don't.
kick me out and I
I don't
enjoy the
even stay
content,
to
I might
listen.
still go.
I don't stay to listen. I don't even stay to listen. I don't know what they be talking about. I'll hit the like button, keep it moving.
So
I
what do
think
you think
that's
that
so.
does?
I for me, it allows me to keep my word.
Makes you feel better?
To me, yes.
It makes you feel better that you're still being supportive even though they didn't support you.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what it is?
I'm a little off. I was touched by an angel. I don't know
That
which angel, but I was touched by an angel.
It makes you
you,
feel
you,
better that you're still the good guy. They're trash, but you're still the good guy because you're still supporting
Yes,
them even though.
I'm being me. It makes me feel good
but
because I'm not changing. I'm not
but
changing at all.
let me show
Go
y'all
ahead.
some byproducts of what Gary do though. By doing that, I'm just show you a byproduct. It helps keep him consistent in who he is, right? And it helps build discipline and structure also. You know, like you say, he keeping his word no matter what another person. He's not going to allow other people action to determine who he is. So if that's just
Yeah.
him, whether if it's good, bad, or indifferent, you know, that's him. You know, and him being consistent in that, that builds discipline, and discipline creates structure. So um, I would say the only thing I would suggest on that, bro, is really nothing on the internet. Yeah, I don't see no harm in it actually. Not on the internet. In real life, I would I wouldn't do it in real life. I wouldn't support people
Real
who
life, I ain't
not
gonna
open
lie to
to
you.
it. But
I'm not gonna
yeah,
hold you. Here's nothing. Like, you know,
yeah.
you could see that person pop up, and damn, they ain't got no likes in there. They got 5 people just looking at them with no likes. All right, let me hit the like button. I'm out. I wouldn't know what they talking about.
Mm, I did that
Likes are
today
for
twice.
free. Anyway, it's nothing,
Right.
no harm.
That's what.
Mm,
Right. That's what I said. You know, they would never know it was me anyway. They blocked me, so they wouldn't know. Right.
Now, if
So
he
I
started
don't
super
care.
chatting them,
If I'm
Sim,
I'm catching
Sim,
my own check.
Sim.
Yeah, I'm
Don't act
sniffing.
like a Sim,
That's
Sim, Sim.
that's what that's called, right? Sniffing. I still don't know what that means. I need a clear
I do
definition of that
think
because they change that every day.
I do think though it's important to know when to cut people off and no
Is
longer
my
give
daughter
them your
singing?
grace.
My daughter in there singing.
I heard somebody
I know
saying
my
what?
wife. My wife mad. I know she mad as hell. I thought that was the
Why? Because
TV
she's
actress.
singing?
Yeah, I'm about to go get my daughter and come out here and jump on the trampoline.
All right.
I
Well,
gotta get.
we gonna shut this down then. We gonna wait. We wait. We still wait for Commander to do her premiere. We excited about that. Uh,
Now she
well, I don't
calling me.
know.
She like, Daddy. Let me get off here, man. I
All right, good
appreciate
night,
y'all.
Nine. Good
All right,
night.
Good
I
night.
appreciate everybody coming through. You know, shout out to the 9%. You know, we came up here, we built some things together. You know, we was having conversation and we put it into real life situations from a sporting concept. Uh, we'll be back Friday evening to have the SmackDown conversation and also talk about whatever else is happening during the week. There'll probably be some more NFL free agents. There will be some more things that's occurring. So we'll have that conversation Friday. Stoic, what's going on? You just missed everybody, Stoic. We were just getting out of here, right? But how you feeling, Stoic? What you talking about? You all right? Hope all is well with you. But yeah, like we was up here for a while, and and it's funny. We just said the same thing. Like we going as soon as we get up there, some more people is gonna come up. Uh, yeah, we okay. We was talking about sports, and then we drifted off into having a sports conversation and pertaining into uh life situation. You just got off work. Oh, that's what it be, huh? So you get off of work around 2:30, 2:30 our time. Okay, so it's what 16:80. So you like 6:30 on your time. About 6:30 Australian time. So and then what happened was Stoic Word was up here. He's not going live tonight, so yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Um, so Word wasn't going live tonight, so we just ended up having a conversation over here. It was him, and Commander. But you know, what I would suggest though is when you get a chance, catch the replay. Well, the replay will probably pop up soon as, right? But catch the replay around the hour 30 mark. So you'll have about 2 hours of conversations about certain things. We were just talking about things in general. So if you catch that and then add, if you add it, then you'll hear the conversation and like I was telling them, sometimes it's good when it's a smaller crowd because you can build towards a solution and not worry about, if the foundation is strong enough. That's what the point of building is. You see what I'm saying? So we would definitely had that conversation. Shout out to the Nines, Commander Word. Shout out to Stoic. He just, even though he just came in, he's an affiliate to him. So, with that being said, Friday night we'll have the conversation again. I think Word will be going live tomorrow. But, we appreciate everybody stopping by. We appreciate the people that's going to catch the replay. Until then, we'll signing out from the Channel 9 studio. Mr. 33 signing out. I'll see you guys Friday.